All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DangIT Prodcast, the show where we talk about video games, anime, manga, but we got a huge emphasis on games this time around, almost like every week. My name is Justin.
Mark.
I'm Philip, and I feel like that's because of me.
No. This is the... All right, fine. You already went. But yeah, how's everyone doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Doing well? Phil?
Doing.
Good to hear.
I'm more than all right. I'm on cloud nine because of this week, but
Yeah,
you know,
I feel it. But Phil, actually, you were gone last week, so we never really got your feedback as far as like SoCal gaming, the stuff that's going on. We're going to be talking about not just the recent Nintendo Direct, not just Limited Run, but we're also going to just kind of catch up on Limited Run, or sorry, SoCal gaming stuff and the pickups that I actually omitted from last week as well.
Yeah, so like it was fun. I hadn't been to SoCal Retro Gaming Expo since 2019, so it'd been a hot minute for me. But it was fun. It was fun just being a big old nerd, and I love it.
We got
fun. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna just give shout outs to Ibrahim, shout outs to Joey. Hello. Jumping in, joining us for the stream, checking over on YouTube as well. So if anyone's over there, I will let y'all know. Yeah, no, I was happy that you were able to join us. I understand that it was kind of like one of those like moments where you may not be able to do like a lot of that all the time, especially considering it's money. Like you spent a lot.
Yeah, don't. Hey. That's vicious rumors. But you're not wrong. I have like 20 pickups.
I'm kind of eyeballing the right hand side from my side on your base.
Look, I couldn't help it. So the last time I went, right, I did buy a bunch of games, but I would say I only walked out with like 10 because I spent bigger money on like higher like priced games back in what was higher price in 2019. Obviously, times have changed. So I walked out with a ton of more games that were cheaper. That there's just some of them were just like missing in my collection, and some of them was just to fill out like my goal of getting every first party Nintendo game. Like that's my big collecting goal, is to get every first party North American released Nintendo game from NES all the way up to now.
That's fair.
So really, that's what it was filling it out when I was picking up a lot of these. Not all of them are Nintendo, and not all of them are first party, but I got a good amount, like a good chunk, especially in the NES like department. I got a good chunk of that out of the way. In other words, a lot of black box games, a good amount of black box games. So because just stuff I didn't have in my collection. I don't know why. I will say I kind of wish I had walked out with Balloon Fight.
In hindsight,
In hindsight, I really wanted Balloon Fight. Like, that's a big one that's missing from my collection. But other than that, I did get a big omission I filled in here. So
okay, that's good. So where do we want to start?
You want to go first?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that.
I have a ton, so I don't know if you...
I have a fair bit over here too. So granted, these are all...
Holy...
Yes, there's quite a bit.
We definitely went for different things when we were there. You were definitely picking up a little bit more modern stuff.
Yeah,
which is fine because I picked up some modern stuff too. But I was with there at the intention of picking up some like carts, some retro carts.
Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, I probably could have like went around and picked up things for my analog pocket and just like my other like little bits of older hardware, like Game Boy Advance stuff. But nothing was really standing out. There was a lot of Pokemon and a lot of the big names too.
Yeah, I actually got 2 Game Boy games here, but yeah, those are actually my most expensive pickups. I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, that was kind of wild.
Other than that, I was aiming for stuff like from Xbox and PlayStation, mainly things I could just like play on like modern platforms and not worry about having to pull something out and dust it off. But it's crazy how there was one particular vendor that had a lot of good deals, especially on the Xbox side of things for me. So I'll go ahead and go like off of them real quick. Some of them were kind of mixed match, but as far as platforms are involved, let's look at Xbox. I got Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain This is apparently the day 1 edition of it. Very nice. We got Dragon Age Inquisition as well, right there.
Hell yeah.
Quantum Break right here. Very nice.
I told you that game is goated. I mean, here's the thing. You like Remedy games, like if you like Alan Wake and you like Control, that's part of that series. It's part of the Remedyverse. That character is literally in the brand new Night Springs DLC.
That's crazy.
So you're gonna like that game. It's a Remedy game all the way through, and for some reason, it's still exclusive to Xbox. It was a Microsoft first party game when they were publishing Remedy games. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if they'll ever bring it over, but right now, banger. Yeah, it's a banger game. It's underrated too. So
I was also kind of looking out for Control as well over there, but I couldn't find any. So eventually, and then I have what was it? Shadow of Mordor right here. I don't have the other follow-up game, but that's one I just found. These are some Xbox 360 titles. We have Infinite Undiscovery from Square Enix. Crazy.
That's a underrated RPG, dude. So good.
And then we have Deus Ex Human Revolution right here, which is I saw it, I was like, yeah, no, I've heard really good things. I should not pass that up.
Deus Ex Human Evolution, right? That's the second one?
Yeah.
Yes. Goated. Third one's pretty good too. Mankind Evolved, but like that one's better.
And then we can look over on the Switch side of things. We have Dragon Mark for Death. This was something I saw from Inti Creates' side of things, but I never picked up a copy myself. So I'm glad that it was just something I could find over there.
That's a Switch game I don't even have. So.
And then this one, I was looking for this one. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. This is the missing of like out of the 4, like on Switch right now. So I'm just glad to have it. It's also available, I think, on PlayStation. So and probably Xbox. I'm sure.
I think for sure PlayStation. I don't know if it's on Xbox.
Yeah. So I found this copy. I was like, yeah, I should probably go get that one. Also, thank you, Phil, for this one. This helped me out a lot because I got the second one, not the first one. Axiom Verge.
What a good game, dude.
Yeah, like I just kind of picked up the second one on a whim because it was like just available on Best Buy, but I never got the first one. So I'm glad that this was like just there.
That game is good no matter what platform you play it on, but the Wii U version's the coolest, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, the Wii U version's the coolest because you get the map and everything on your touchpad. It's not intrusive on the screen, and so you actually have like full inventory right there on the spot. It's really good.
Wow,
it's really cool. Okay. But I mean, it doesn't really matter where you play because it's goated no matter what.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I have the collection of Mana. So I think Trials of Mana as well. Just never got this one.
Yeah, the remake. Yeah, you got the remake of Trials. Yeah.
So nice find over there. And then the big one is Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom Collection Edition.
Literally one of my top 10 favorite Switch games.
And, you know, I was going to take the L and just miss out on physical because I got the other one on, like, PlayStation or something like that. But this one kind of just showed up. And it was just one of those things where I looked at it. I just did by chance. Wanted to see the price tag, and it was actually just $60. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
$60 for the collector's edition that comes with one of the most goated soundtracks in gaming. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'm going to be real with you. I saw you pick that up. I have a game where in the same like area where we picked that up.
It was,
and when we were joking, we were literally standing there joking because we were like, oh, haha, I wonder how much this is. And you picked it up and you're like, 60? And I was like, shut up, dude. It's like, don't joke around like that. That's a pretty good deal.
So yeah. So I'm super happy with the pickups. Dude. I wanted limited run and premium edition to be there, but for all that, fair enough.
Yeah, kind of weird that they didn't show up this year. Kind of weird. Yeah. You know what? I looked into it. I think it's because premium edition doesn't have anything new yet. They're still working on their next series of games. So like once those are out and about,
then maybe next year.
Maybe next year. And then limited run, I don't know. No idea. I think they're going to be at Comic-Con though. So.
Oh.
I might have to ask you to get me something there, but we'll talk about that later.
All right.
But all right, you ready for my pickups? I got a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it by platforms as well. So I'm gonna do my PlayStation, then Xbox, and then my Nintendo stuff at the end.
All right.
My 2 PlayStation pickups. PS3 games. I got PS3 games. I got Batman Arkham Origin.
Oh, okay.
Because one, it's the only one that's not on modern platforms, and 2, I don't know why I didn't have it in my collection. Weird. And I love the Arkham games. I don't know. Just a little weird. I got Need for Speed Pro Street. I like arcade racing games, so Need for Speed's a little newish to me, even though I love Underground and Underground 2 and Most Wanted. I want to play the new one. Has anybody played the new one? Is it Unbound? I heard it's really good.
Oh,
yeah, Need for Speed Unbound. It's PS5, like PS5 Series X.
I've not played that one, but I have heard of it. Yeah,
I heard it's really good. Here's my Xbox pickups. I got 3. I got a 360 game and 2 Xbox One games. So I got for 360, Splinter Cell Conviction. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction.
I love that game.
Yeah, this game's good. It's the exclusive game in the series that's on Xbox. It's not on any other platform, and it's the second game in the second trilogy. And I love Splinter Cell. I kind of plan on playing through the whole series from front to back. So I really needed this. Series X can play the entire series. So I was like,
crazy.
You already know what it is, And then my 2 Xbox One games. I got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Great game.
All right.
Yeah, I just didn't have it, and I'm gonna play it for the campaign. So
great campaign.
Yeah, I mean it's got the canceled dude on the back, so I won't show him on the screen. But
we don't talk about it.
Yeah. But I didn't have this for some reason. I don't know. So yeah, I got it in my collection.
I will say his acting was good in the story, but outside of that, bad person.
Oh yeah, I know now.
Yeah, you can appreciate the character.
Yeah, I was gonna say his acting in is it American Beauty? I mean, come on, it's a damn classic.
He's a good actor, shitty person.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like, come on, dude. I'm sorry, I was getting into movies. Anyways.
Okay. Shout out to Brian in the chat.
Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Abraham said that game has more than 5 hours of gameplay. Yeah, it does. Yeah. You know what's funny? Same team who made the recent Modern Warfare 3, Sledgehammer. Anyways.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, Modern Warfare 3 could have just been an expansion.
It could have. Let's see. I also matched Justin because we were just both looking at this game and we were like, you know what? We should pick this up. Because we had just watched the Xbox showcase right before walking in that day. And so we were like, we should pick this up to play it. And we both got Dragon Age Inquisition. But like both were the same price, I think. They were both like $5. But yeah, it was pretty cheap. And this game won Game of the Year when it came out. So, I gotta play it. I haven't really sat down with the Dragon Age series, and since the Veilguard's coming out, I kind of want to get into that. Who knows? All right, my Nintendo stuff. I'm gonna end with Switch, but I'm gonna go from oldest to newest, except for GameCube. I'm gonna end with GameCube and Switch stuff. So for NES, I bought this many NES games.
It's a lot.
I bought 10 NES games.
It's a fair bit.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. I have the triple combo cart of Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet. Do I actually need this? No. I have these games separately in other ways. But yeah. Let me see. But I now officially have every version of Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on my NES. I'm sorry. I'm a simple man, all right?
I see Mario Brothers, I buy.
I see Mario, I buy. That's just how it is. I have this game, which I still have to clean the cart. I'm a little embarrassed of it, but it's fine.
Oh no, Brian! Average GameStop customer coming in for trading with a giant stack of games for 5 minutes before we close.
You're not wrong. I have 10-Yard Fight. This game's not good.
All right.
Not in the slightest. As a matter of fact, it's a pretty bad game. However, it's a black box Nintendo game, so I picked it up for the sake that it's first party.
All right.
So it's for the collection. I might not actually get use out of this. It's not even developed by Nintendo. It's just published. It's developed by Irem. So like the R-Type team.
Oh,
I don't know.
Huh.
All right, this next sports game. Ready for this banger? Soccer. Straight up soccer.
Straight up.
Yeah. I got soccer for the NES. Again, not that amazing. Better than 10-Yard Fight. I give it that much. But just got it for the fact that it's a first party Nintendo game. You'll see a lot of that going into this. Here's one, a Satoru Iwata developed game for the NES. This is golf. Just straight up golf. You remember this thing? Like this was the hidden game in the Switch's OS. Remember that being a thing?
I don't remember that.
When the Switch came out, it was actually hidden in the OS. You had to take your Joy-Cons and do the directly to you thing, like they do in the Direct. And you were able to play golf like this game because it's a tribute to Satoru Iwata.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it got patched out eventually, but like it was a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But that is a Satoru Iwata developed game. Again, not the best game in the world, but actually it's not terrible. I played it on NES Remix. So I kind of understand how to play it a little bit. But it's not terrible. Here's this one. I got Yoshi. Just straight up Yoshi. Just Yoshi. Look at him. He's just Yoshi. Yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's
just a guy.
Game Freak developed puzzle game. So, and you could tell by the music, it literally sounds like Pokemon. It's a whatever puzzle game. It's fine. It's not Tetris. It ain't no Puyo Puyo, or Dr. Mario. But it's fine. Another puzzle game on the NES I got is the sequel, Yoshi's Cookie, not developed by Game Freak.
Cookie.
There's like 3 versions of this game, and I only got the NES one. I could have got the Super Nintendo one and the Game Boy one to match the set, but like maybe one day. That one's better than Yoshi though. That one's a little bit more fun. It's more like a Bejeweled and like Candy Crush how it's match 3. That one's what it is.
Uh-oh.
All right, I have what I call the 4 goated NES like pickups, in my opinion. The 4 really goated ones. So this one is Cobra Triangle. This is a first-party Nintendo published game, but it's developed by Rare. So this is a really cool game where you're on a speedboat and you're doing different missions. Like sometimes you'll be shooting down other boats. Sometimes you're saving civilians. Sometimes you got to fight the dragon thing that's on here, the Hydra. So it's a really cool game with a lot of variety. This is on Rare Replay, by the way. So if you want to check this out on a modern platform, you can play this on Rare Replay on Xbox. It's one of the best games on there, and I'm not even joking. It's really good. I was really happy to get that one. First party, and this is one of the best sports games on the NES, and there's no question about it. Like, it really is that good. And that's Ice Hockey. Nintendo's Ice Hockey. This game is super good. It's fast. It plays well. It's really like chaotic. Aniyah and I were playing this on the NSO app at a yard house during Retro Gaming Expo. It was so fun. It's such a good game, dude. Good music. It's just one of the best multiplayer NES games. 100% recommend this. And like I said, it's on NSO. So if you want to try it, do it. It's good. A game that's not on NSO or anywhere else, it's a crying shame. This is another great co-op multiplayer game. And this was recommended by a bunch of retro YouTube channels I watch.
Okay.
So this is why I really wanted this. But it's a shooter from Konami, and it's Jackal. Dumb name, I know. Apparently that's the name of the car. But it's really good. It's got good music. It's got pretty decent graphics for the NES. It's got good gameplay. Like I said, just a top-down shooter style game where you're driving a car. Really good. Really fun. And then the weird that I didn't have this as someone who knows me that well, like I don't know why I didn't have this in my collection, and I'm glad we changed that with Retro Gaming Expo because I don't know why I didn't have this. But Mario Bros.
Oh, just Mario Brothers.
Yeah, arcade Mario Brothers. Yep. I don't know why I didn't have this on my NES. This is literally like Philip material. Like, yeah, this is the arcade game. The 2-player. These are not Koopas. They're called Shell Creepers. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, because the crabs are called Sidesteppers. These are Shell Creepers, and then the flies are something else. I forgot, but. Good game, really good, fun game to have on the NES, especially because it's simultaneous multiplayer and you don't get a lot of those. So, very fun. I think I actually finally have every Nintendo arcade port for the NES. I think so. It's this, Popeye, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3. Yeah, there you go. I got them all. So those are my NES ones. Not quite done. We're halfway there. I know, I said halfway. I got 2 Game Boy games, and let me tell you, these were my most expensive ones. I don't know why Game Boy stuff is in high demand right now, but these are some pretty like expensive things to pick up. But nonetheless, I got Balloon Kid, which is a sequel to Balloon Fight. So this is a first-party Nintendo game. It's actually a little different. You know the Balloon Trip mode? Where it's like the mode that everyone likes to play with the music, where it's like survive as long as you can. Well, imagine that, but it's level based. And there's like really cool mechanics where you can remove your balloons and you have to actually platform for a minute. Yeah, great game. Like a really fun Game Boy game. And then I got this banger, Battle Arena Toshinden. You can barely see it a little bit, but this is a fighting game, a legitimate 1v1 arcade style fighting game for the Game Boy. And it kind of plays like a Neo Geo Pocket Color game. So like tap A for light punch, hold A for heavy punch. And that's how they get away with only having 2 buttons. And this is a really good game. If you know the name of the game, it's probably because you're thinking of the PS1 launch game. That's a 3D fighting game with the same name, same series. That game is not held up that well. This one's a little bit better. It's a little more unique. Let me rephrase that. A little more unique. So I like that game a lot. My only N64 pickup. I tell myself I shouldn't because N64 is what I have the most retro games of. And I always end up getting something. But you know what? This is a strange omission. And I'm glad to have it in my collection finally. And that's 1080-degree snowboarding.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have this. This is like considered a staple for your N64 and I just didn't have it. I don't know. Nintendo developed game. Great snowboarding game. It's on NSO if you want to check it out. 2 DS games. I got Flash Focus, Vision Training in Minutes a Day.
All right.
Yeah, it's part of the Brain Age series. So if you know what that is, then you'll kind of understand. It's more like teaching you flash memory. You know, weird Nintendo era. This is what I wanted. And then I got this little gem. This is Nintendo Namco Museum DS. Now, on the surface, it's just another Namco Museum with the same kind of games you always see in these collections. However, this one's pretty cool because it has Pac-Man Versus, which is the GameCube game that Charles Martinet narrates as Mario. So there's only 3 ways to play it. You either get the GameCube original, this version, or the Switch version that's on Namco Museum for the Switch. And all of those have the Charles Martinet like narration with Mario. And this one's cool. It's easy to set up. You just need multiple DSs because it's just transfer play or single download play. There you go. So we can check this out finally and have an easy way to play it. Pretty cool. Next is my 2 Wii games. I'll start with this one. An actual good Ubisoft game, ladies and gentlemen. I got Rabbids Go Home.
Rabbids Go Home.
Yeah, before the Mario plus Rabbids series came out, this was considered the best Rabbids game, period. Because this is actually like a 3D adventure game. where like the rabbits are trying to get to the moon. And so it's kind of like Katamari Damacy, where you're just picking things up and stacking things in a shopping cart, and you're just trying to get to the moon. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very fun game. Pretty underrated Wii game, if I do say so myself. And then here's kind of a gem. He's kind of a little hidden gem. And you would never tell by this cover art because it looks dumb as hell. But this is Heavenly Guardian. It's a top-down shooter, kind of like in the style of Pocky and Rocky. So you're walking around. So it's not really a ship. This game has a different name in Japan, which is why it's weird that they called it Heavenly Guardian here. It's literally called Snow Goddess Sayuki in Japan. And you can actually play this on Switch. There's a port on the eShop of this. Really good game. Really fun 2-player co-op game. Again, if you're really into shooters, this is a pretty fun one. All right, I'm down to my last 4. Should I do Switch first or should I do GameCube first?
Let's go GameCube.
All right. I got 2 first-party Nintendo GameCube games. Some weird ones I just didn't have in my collection. And no, it's not going to be anything crazy, right? It's not a Twilight Princess, I wish. But pretty fun ones. I got 1080 Degree Avalanche. So this is the sequel to 1080 Degree Snowboarding. And for some reason, I never knew that this game had like licensed music. Seether, the band Seether is in this game. And I was like, Nintendo has a game where Seether is in the soundtrack. All right, interesting. It opens up with a track from the band Cauterize, Canadian rock band. All right, a Finger 11 is in this as well. I don't know. What a soundtrack, dude. But that's not what it is. This is a really good fun game. Like it's a little bit better than 1080 Degree Snowboarding. And I gotta play more of it, but you can unlock like an NES controller to skate the snowboard on. And it's just, I don't know. It's just a really fun game to have on the GameCube. But you know what's even better than this game? Is Wave Race Blue Storm, baby. Wave Race Blue Storm is goated. This is like one of the best racing games on the GameCube. The water physics are always really fun to like screw around with because like they're hard to get used to. But when you get used to the game, what a good game, dude. Sequel to Wave Race 64, which itself is a sequel to Wave Race on the Game Boy. This is a really, really fun game. It's the only Wave Race to have 4 players. So that's a little weird. This is also a launch game. So this came out with Luigi's Mansion. So very fun game. I need to sit there and play it so I can unlock all the maps. But yeah, I'm really happy to have those in my collection, dude. Those are really big pickups. And here are my 2 Switch games. One of them is a Retro Game Expo pickup. The other one's not. So, Retro Game Expo pickup. I finally have a physical copy of Cuphead. I did it. I don't know why I didn't have this, but this is like such a good game. It has the DLC built into the cart, so you can play the delicious last course. Good game. And look at this little cute like art cards. It came with little like comic strips. And like look at the inside. Oh my god, dude! Look at this box art. I love it. Yeah, I really love Cuphead, so I'm just really happy to have a physical copy on my favorite console. And the last pickup is kind of an impossible port. This is an impossible port for the Switch. And you know what? I tried it out and it kind of runs pretty well. And this is Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition.
Very nice.
Yeah. The Switch version is actually pretty interesting. I would not say like, oh man, this is the version you got to pick up. This is just a really interesting port. Right? Like it runs. And I think that's like the main focus here is that it runs. Does it look uglier than the other ports? Yes. 100%. It also can run 60 frames, but not good. So there's an option to cap it at 30, which is what I use. Because I'm like, yeah, let's not have inconsistent frames there. but it's actually pretty fun on Switch. It actually works, and it looks really clean on the OLED. So I did it. I got through all my pickups. I apologize, Mark. I a lot of pickups.
It's a lot, but you know what? Make the most out of it.
Yeah, it's a good amount of like fun games to put in my collection. That's what I wanted. But yeah, we're here.
So
what would you like to do first? Would you like to do the Nintendo Direct first because it happened first?
Guess it happened first, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's review the Nintendo Direct. Now, I typically like to just pull up like Nintendo's like YouTube channel. I did not do that beforehand, but
no, I have the Polygon article with all of the announcements on front of me.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So, and it's one by one too, so we can talk about these. So
cool. All right, let's start it off then.
Yeah. So Nintendo Direct. It happened on June 18th, Tuesday this week. It was kind of rumored a little bit that was going to be that day. You know, Among Us accidentally teased or released the trailer early. And it used Switch controls, and it said June 18th, out now, like out today, the update. And you'll find out that same trailer was in this Direct. So
gotcha.
But it happened, and very interestingly, not a lot of things got leaked out of this. Not a lot of things. Some rumors, some leaks, but realistically, I didn't see half of this coming. But they opened the show with a banger, and that is Mario and Luigi Brothership, dude. Holy crap.
Who really can predict there be a Mario Luigi game after, what do they say, 9 years?
9 years since Paper Bros. Or, oh my God, I'm using the European name. Paper Jam. Paper Jam.
Bros.
That's what it's called in Europe. It's called Mario and Luigi Bros. Paper Bros.
I've been hilarious if they just call it Paper Bros.
Yeah. But it's been 9 years since Paper Jam. I can't believe I'm that old. But this is going to be the 6th official game in the series. Mario and Luigi Brothership. It looks so good. This is going to be their first time in HD too, as well. Like, oh my God. Who's making this game though? I think that's my biggest like ask, because Alpha Dream doesn't exist anymore. Nintendo let them die.
Damn.
No. Let's not sugarcoat it. I might be a big Nintendo fan, but let's not sugarcoat it. Nintendo could have saved that company. All they did was make them Mario and Luigi games, and then they just let them dissolve. Like they let them just go bankrupt.
That's crazy.
All right. So who's making this game? There's two rumors that who might be doing it. It's either Next Level Games, which, I mean, okay, you could kind of tell by the graphical style, like it's pretty hardcore, like artistic style. They're the developers of Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario Strikers. But there's apparently rumors saying that it's Ilka, which is funny. Because I thought Nintendo fans hated Ilka. What happened?
What happened though?
Ilka is the developers of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. What I thought that game was bland, guys. What happened? Just calling out the haters. That's all. Anyways,
I'm actually looking it up
right now. It looks really good. I cannot believe we live in an era where Nintendo released 3 Mario RPGs within a year. Like, that's crazy.
It's back-to-back Mario RPGs.
And it's not just back-to-back. It's every style of Mario RPG. Literally every single style. The Square Enix one, the paper style, and now Mario and Luigi. And this one's a new game. This isn't a remake. That's the best part. This is the best timeline, dude. This is the best timeline. What do you guys have anything to say about this game?
It looks fantastic. It's like a whole graphical overhaul. I couldn't really find like a really good lead as far as like a development on it. They're just kind of keeping hush hush the same way as they were doing Princess Peach. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. What they've shown just kind of carries the charm of a Mario Luigi game. So the fact that they already have, the first one on NSO, it kind of makes you wonder if they're going to do anything with the series going forward. I guess it depends on the sales on this one.
Yeah. Mark, anything to say on Mario and Luigi brothership?
Cool.
Nice. Let's keep going.
Cool.
I hope they do Partners in Time in this style. That'd be so cool.
We'll see.
Honestly, I was just thinking it was like another. I just think it was a Super Mario's 3-bit kind of thing. Honestly.
Yeah, it started with that Peach Castle, and I was like, oh, whoa, okay, Mario. But then once I saw Luigi's art style, I was like, oh my god,
the
dude,
art style is definitely different for the series.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you mean they've all been sprite based up until now?
No, I'm just saying, just in terms of like, not only that, just the way Mario usually looks. This is the usual art style that he is in all the other games. This is very different.
Yeah.
But you're not familiar with Mario and Luigi. Got it.
Correct.
Yeah, this is actually how he looks like in the Mario and Luigi series. This series in particular has a lot of charm.
I see.
If you want to try it out, Mark, the first game is on NSO. It's on Game Boy Advance. How much is it?
Good question.
You don't have NSO?
I guess there's not really much of a reason.
Well, no, I thought he was on your family plan.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, I'm on another. I'm on another friend's family plan.
So you have. Do you have access to Game Boy Advance games?
Probably.
Then there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
And we'll fall back up on NSO in just a little bit.
Yes, we will. The next announcement was Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. We kind of knew this one was already happening. They already released a trailer beforehand. Just reconfirming that it's coming out July 18th with some new modes. That Battle Royale style mode where we're going up against people's ghosts. That sounds kind of tight.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that.
That's good because I don't think a lot of people will always be like online anyhow. So the fact that you could just record like one's ghost files, then that works out.
They also announced legendary challenges, and those are like really, really top, like harder challenges to master. So they showed off one, which was beat Mario 1 from beginning to end using warp pipes as fast as you can.
Mm.
And I think their time frame was 8 minutes, and someone online was like, "That's not even the fastest time." So
crazy.
So we're gonna be seeing some record stuff in here. But yeah, it looks fun. I have my copy pre-ordered. It is the one that's a little scummy because they're gonna be putting the physical copy in a collector's edition, and that's the only way they're selling it. But I mean, those pins and the art cards and that golden cartridge looks kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. I got my copy pre-ordered. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Mark, how do you feel about NES championships? NES World Championships NES Edition. Wow, I can't speak, guys.
I mean, when I saw that, I was just like, man, Phil is losing it right now.
I didn't lose it as hard for this, but it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Next,
I think to all of us, you were just passed out that entire direct.
I passed out towards the middle for sure. The next game on the list was Fairy Tail 2. This is the sequel to the other RPG, Fairy Tail, based on the anime Fairy Tail, developed by Koei Tecmo.
I think there's another name listed there too.
I do remember seeing the first game on Switch.
Yeah, the first game launched on Switch.
The first game
launched on Switch, but
actually, Phil, was developed by Gust.
They're both by Gust.
Okay, so thanks for the confirmation on that one. Because I was like, was Gust mentioned on Fairy Tail 2?
Gust, who is very well known for the Atelier series. So interesting. Yeah, Gust is a developer on both of these games, but Gust is owned by Koei Tecmo. So
okay,
that's why it just says Koei Tecmo of America's Fairy Tail 2. That's what they're saying over here. But yeah, it looks like a Fairy Tail RPG. I don't know. I've only seen a little bit of Fairy Tail, so I cannot like speak on its behalf.
Gotcha.
I guess that's where me and Justin would come, because I know both of us are very familiar with Fairy
Here's
Tail.
the anime section, everybody. Here we go.
Go for it.
I will say, well, first of all, I love Fairy Tail as like a shonen series. I hear some very mixed reviews on the first one. And it makes me kind of concerned about what they're going to do with Fairy Tail 2 in this case. I could have sworn
it looks good.
I say it looks kind of so-and-so.
I didn't think it looked bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit here and look terrible.
It doesn't look terrible. I would just say
we'll get to a game that I think looked garbage, but
100%. I know what you're talking about too, but yeah, like it's kind of that, but also just like how the gameplay like kind of works itself in the first game. the second one here feels like it's kind of more like action RPG than just turn-based stuff that I believe Fairy Tail 1 was all about. But I mean, the fact they got a sequel is kind of shocking. So, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So the next game, and this one's kind of a banger, guys. Fantasian Neo Dimension. Free from the shackles of Apple Arcade. It is finally coming to consoles. My God, this is a game created by Mistwalker, who you may know as
Mark.
Mark.
Sorry, I hit a little bit. Sorry.
That's okay. Mark, you may know this developer as the people who created Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey. So Mistwalker is the developers of these games. Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, owns this company. So, and the composer is Nobuo Uematsu, as in the composer of most of the Final Fantasy games. So let's do it.
They got quite the veteran group behind this.
Well, you know, here's the quick story. Sakaguchi left Square Enix after I believe it was after Final Fantasy X. So he left because he wanted to make his own games. That's why he created Mistwalker. And after all these years, Square is going to publish a Mistwalker game. That's full circle, baby. Full circle. But this was originally an Apple Arcade exclusive. Honestly, it was the best game on Apple Arcade, if you ask me. It's very, very good. I played at least 5 hours of it. I will say, when it comes out to consoles, I will definitely play through the whole game. It's a very unique RPG where you get to be like, you can line up attacks, and depending on your spells, you can actually attack multiple enemies, not just one. And the coolest thing artistically about this game is that all of the world that they build, not the character models, but the world around it, the environments, is all legitimate sculptures and claymation that they built, a real life like sets, and then they scanned it into the game. So I'm really looking forward to playing this on a console finally, and it's got voice acting now, so that's new too. That was not in the original. Square is saying holiday 2024. So it is coming out this year. Square Enix, please put that bad boy on a physical card. I need that. What do you guys think of Fantasian Neo Dimension?
I'm just glad that it's not just locked away in Apple Arcade.
Yep. Mark?
I thought it looked interesting.
Yeah, it's good. I can also confirm to you that it is coming out on PlayStation and Xbox. So I figured I should let people know once we're doing these announcements.
Okay.
Yeah. Next game on the list, Nintendo Switch Sports, baby. I cannot believe 2 years in they added another sport, and it's basketball. All right, next game on the list.
Damn. It ain't even worth anything else.
Look, I'm not even as much of a hater as everybody is on Nintendo Switch Sports. That game sold like 9 million copies.
Okay.
I just am a little upset it's taking this long to add in sports. Dog, we've only gotten golf as an update, and now it's basketball. And like only the 3-pointer like mini game from Wii Sports Resort is the fun part. Everything else doesn't look that good. They could, Justin, it's baseball season. They could have added baseball. Like, come on. Come on, dude. That's such a funner game to play on Wii Sports. I don't know, Mark. Do you play Nintendo Switch Sports?
I played a lot of the Wii Sports, so I haven't really tried out Nintendo Switch Sports yet.
Bowling still as fun as ever.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I bust out Nintendo Switch Sports at parties when we want to play bowling. So that's always fun. But I like Chocobo. I like Chocobo. I like the sword fighting still. Yeah, that one's still always fun. But yeah, those are really the only two that are fun. All right, next game on the list was an interesting little indie game. This is called Mio: Memories in Orbit.
Mio!
It doesn't release until 2025. I should mention that the basketball update will come summer 2024. Mio: Memories in Orbit doesn't come out till 2025, but it's a really cool looking Metroidvania. I know, Justin, this probably was a little bit more up your alley.
I suppose so. Yeah, it's much more platform heavy, like Metroidvania, it would seem.
Yeah, I like the art style. I think I would like to see it closer to release, so I could see it run a little like because it definitely didn't look. I don't want to say it was a crusty Switch port, but I definitely want to say I'll look at it again once we're closer. Mark, what do you think about Mio?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, a lot of the games on there were interesting, so it probably falls into the interesting thing for me. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, it's got a really cool little watercolor world, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Now I remember. I was like, it reminded me a lot of Ori.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Ori vibes to it for sure. Yep. Next on the list was the new update to Disney's Illusion Island. It's launching that day. It came out already. Yeah, it's basically it's like a big detective like mystery kind of update. And that game is really good. It's not like a 10 out of 10. But I picked it up during my New York trip, and yeah, it's really fun. It's a really fun Metroidvania where combat is not a thing, so you have to platform everything. I like it. I mean, more content's cool. It's free, so that's really all I got to say about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't followed through on picking up the game, so it's just nice to see that it got a little more additional support.
Mark, what do you feel about it?
Sorry, one more time.
Disney Illusion Island free update.
Cool for people who enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair.
Next on the list was, and I can't believe I have to say this out loud, Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Let's go, bro.
Another game saved by the getting out of the Apple Arcade exclusivity.
I didn't know about that. This is actually a new announcement for me.
No, so this game's actually, you're not going to believe this when I tell you this, but this game was actually nominated for Best Mobile Game last year.
I think I've heard about that.
It is a highly regarded mobile game on Apple Arcade.
I know that there was a Hello Kitty mobile game. I didn't know it was like this good.
This is the one. It's apparently an Animal Crossing style open world game. So
crazy.
People really like this game.
I wonder if Seppi knows a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I think she would be the one to talk about it a little bit more. But this is not coming out till 2025. However, Switch is getting it first. It's a timed exclusive. But they are confirming that it is coming to PlayStation and Xbox later after the Switch. But it's a big game. Apparently, people were able to play it at Summer Games Fest.
Okay.
They had it behind closed doors.
Is it gonna be bigger? Is it bigger than Animal Crossing? Legitimate question.
No, I guess not. But at the same time, how could it be when it's at the end of the Switch's life?
True.
So, what do you got to say about Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Mark? I know Butters from South Park kind of predicted this years ago.
I was like, as soon as I heard limited physical edition, I was like, Phil.
No, there's no physical edition for this. Limited time exclusive.
Yeah, it's a limited. Yeah, it's a console exclusive temporarily.
Yeah. No physical. But if there was, a goated Apple Arcade game, I guess.
Nah, Ibrahim, don't sleep on this title. I mean, you might.
I think Katrina would like this game. I feel like Katrina would be into this. She's really into the farming game, so maybe.
Also, if you're just really big on Hello Kitty, Sanrio, and etc., then fair enough.
That's true. I do have a friend who's very into Sanrio, so we'll see. Next on the list, Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports.
I sleep.
Oh yeah,
I sleep.
Well, okay. Look, can I be fair? I've seen some very, very particular people that this is for them. They like arcade style sports games, and Switch doesn't have too many of them unless they're Mario. So another competitor doing it is fine. The problem is this one looks like a crusty Switch port. I think if you get it on PlayStation or Xbox, I think it'll be a lot better.
Nah, my counterpoint: Game Mill Entertainment.
Yeah, but counterpoint to that, they published Nickelodeon All Stars.
Yeah, they were the ones who did that, and granted, the second one is very polished. But man, dude, the rest of their game lineup, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's a game mill game. Abraham, ain't no way you slept on Hello Kitty, but you said you caught attention to this.
I will say that it did catch my attention until I looked closer. I was like, oh my, brother, ew. What's that?
Brother, ew.
What's that? What's that, brother?
This comes out later this year. Among Us. Oh, wait, well, Mark, did you have anything to say about Looney Tunes?
Nah, not much. I was like, oh, that's a thing.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want you to feel included, all right?
I'm good. You're good.
Among Us, a new update. Cool. More update, more new crewmate and imposter roles. That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's out. It came out that day. I don't think there's much to say about that.
Fair enough.
Yep. Mark, you got anything to say about Among Us?
Among Us.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Suss out the competition with Among. I was like, stop it. You're doing so much.
Yeah. All right, next game. Next game on the list, though. Here we go. So this is actually the gameplay reveal because we got the opening anime intro at the Marvelous Showcase, and this is Farmagia. I think that's how they're pronouncing it. Farmagia.
Yes.
Farmagia is a farming turn-based RPG. It's a farming creature RPG, is what it is. Is what they're calling it. It's a farming monster raising RPG. So Pokemon and farming put together is what it's basically.
Kind of,
that was
yeah.
interesting.
With the artist of Fairy Tales, it was kind of weird to see.
Oh yeah, with Hiro Mashima.
I was a little like, okay, we got two of the same looking game, got it.
I feel it.
But they did announce this at the Marvelous Showcase. This was announced last year as Project Farmagia, but I think this looks cool. I don't know if it's for me like a day one, especially the date is November 1st. It's 2 weeks before Mario and Luigi. So no.
Fair.
But,
yeah.
But it looks interesting. I might pick it up on a discount, on a sale.
Yeah, I don't think that the actual gameplay is for me exactly, but it does look pretty decent.
Yeah. It's just funny, Marvelous is out here competing with themselves for the best farming RPG game.
Jeez.
I mean, they also have Rune Factory, so I'm sitting here going well, that is the farming RPG game. What the hell? Mark, you got anything to say about Farmagia before we continue on?
I thought it was very interesting, actually. I was curious about it.
Cool.
Fair enough.
From my knowledge, it's also releasing on PlayStation, I believe. I have to look it up again, but yeah. And then next, this is where I started to pass out. So, okay, I promise everyone in the world, because I understand that Justin and Steffi were like, how the hell did he get this prediction right? And let me tell you, this wasn't a random, I knew this was gonna happen. This was a wishful thinking, an idea of what could be ported, what could be brought over, and what would make the most sense. And I just can't believe I got it right either, guys. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. It's literally everything I said I wanted out of it. It is an HD version of Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on the Wii, with the control scheme of the 3DS version, with the extra 3DS content, confirmed to be in the game. This is the actual official way, a definitive way to play it, in my opinion, because like I always said, you were always compromised with either version. You were either playing it on the Wii with motion controls, but it ran 60, or you were playing it on 3DS where it ran 30, maybe, but it had the better controls and the more content. So this seems to be the most definitive version of the game. And I am through the roof that with this game, we have the entire Donkey Kong Country series on Switch. There it is. It was the only one that was missing. Thank you.
Nice.
Someone get the smelling salts for Phil.
Yep. I literally almost passed out. I was like, I can't believe I got that right. Oh my God, dude.
The stars aligned. They were listening. They've been listening.
They knew. One complaint. Why is this a January 2025 game? That is like...
That was their rainy day, Phil. I don't know what to say.
Dog, there's nothing in August and there's nothing in December. You could have just put this in August and I would have been better with that. I am a little skeptical, though. Let me explain to you why. We found out who's making the port. And interesting that Nintendo would trust them with Donkey Kong Country Returns, but Forever Entertainment is the one developing this port. And if you know what they've made, they made the House of the Dead remake. They made Panzer Dragoon remake, and they are the ones who are recently making the Front Mission remakes. So
interesting. So it looks like they're just taking their like creative or expertise in like the port department and then just okay.
Yeah. So now, granted, I think this is a little bit easier. It's not a remake. It's just a straight up port. It doesn't look remade at all. It looks like the Wii game up-resed a little bit.
Sure.
And I mean, that's all it really needed to be. But, Forever Entertainment is like 50-50. You either get a really good quality game or you get a really botched quality game. Like House of the Dead remake is like something else on the Switch. But Panzer Dragoon is fine. You know what I mean? Like, so you take your pick, I guess. I think with Nintendo guiding them, I don't think they're going to screw up Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? But just something to be a little cautious of. Also, I have a theory as to why it's releasing in 2025. Because that's when they're opening Nintendo World in Hollywood or in Orlando.
Ooh.
And that Donkey Kong edition should already be there.
Oh, that makes sense then.
So they needed. That's why I guess is they needed a Donkey Kong game to promote it. And whatever this rumored big 3D Donkey Kong game would probably be for the next console. I don't think they would put it on the Switch. So, again, I think this is a really good game. Is it better than Tropical Freeze? God, no. But it's still a really good game. What do you guys think of Donkey Kong Country Returns? Have you guys played it?
I have not.
I have not, but I think it's cool to see Donkey Kong again.
100%. I think it's great just to bring it in for the sake of a collection purpose.
Yeah.
And just to experience it. I never got to experience like either or. I would have had otherwise access to the 3DS, and that would be my only exception. But I think it's cool that the Donkey Kong franchise gets a little bit more recognition. This year has been like Mario versus Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong is just the antagonist. So
yeah.
And
he was in the Mario movie, so it makes sense. It only makes sense to just keep pushing out Donkey Kong. Like I said, I think they needed DK merch out there, especially when the park's opening DK stuff.
Ooh. I'd be down for that.
Next on the list. There it is. The other prediction I got kind of right as well. It was rumored, so it wasn't really it was a pretty easy prediction, but it happened, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. That name is terrible. Is
what it is.
Finally happening. I cannot believe that this game got announced before Live Alive remake, and that came out first. So, and it came out after Octopath Traveler 2. Like, what the hell? This is a remake of the NES original game, where you play as Erdrick. It's Erdrick. Erdrick. This is a beloved Japanese RPG, and I mean like literally one of the most like top tier Japanese RPGs you'll ever play, especially of the NES era. Japan already sold out of this pre-order, by the way. So
well, I mean, yeah, you know what? That's a given.
So this is a big title, especially just because Toriyama's gone. Toriyama's gone. I forget the composer is also gone. So really, Yuji Horii is the only big name left for the game.
Oh my god! Now when you mention it, that's crazy.
So pretty crazy, but I love that his art lives on, especially in pixel form. My god, the HD2. This is the best looking HD 2D game I've seen. Period. I cannot believe how gorgeous this game looks.
Yeah, you're right.
The Toriyama art when you go into like the battle. and it still goes in the first person like the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, dude, the animation is so clean in this game. I cannot believe this looks so good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I will be there November 14th. It is a week after Mario and Luigi, so that's gonna be really tough.
A little bit,
I mean, yeah. I will confirm though, it is coming out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. No, sorry, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Switch, PC. So you can play it on every platform. However, that was not the only one they announced that day. The rumors were true. I got the prediction right, but it's not exactly how I thought it was going to be. Because this is a separate game. So Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake comes out this year. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are going to be together in its own game next year. So interesting way to do it, but historically, that's how they've always been released. They always package 1 and 2 together.
Interesting.
And 3 is its own game. Always. Look up the Game Boy Color games. That's how it's done too.
Huh.
There's a reason for it. There's actually a legitimate reason. 3 is as long as 1 and 2 together.
Okay.
Like lengthwise, content-wise. So 1 can be beaten in like one sitting if you know what you're doing. So 1's a pretty short game. So I'm glad that the Erdrick trilogy is together. This trilogy is also really cool if you know Dragon Quest lore because 11 ties into these games. So really looking forward to having these in my collection. I love the HD 2D games. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 in particular are goated. So yeah, I'm excited. $60 for just 3 though.
It's steep. So I mean, there's a little bit of prestige there, but there could also be like quite a bit of development as to why that's 60.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
No, I think it looks like worth it. Like they're doing a lot.
Yeah,
it's not just a.
And you know, it's also Square, so eventually, you'll see the price go down. That same thing happened with Octopath too. Always a sale. I wanted to like chime in with Ibrahim. First of all, yeah, he was saying that he wasn't experienced with Donkey Kong back then, but he was also saying that something was just a little bit off about, you know, how this was looking, Dragon Quest. And maybe he's like familiar with like a different type of Dragon Quest. Phil, I know you have like 1 through 3 as a collection on Switch. I
do have the originals. Well, I have the mobile ports on Switch. That's what they're based on. And like, they're kind of crusty, but I will say that it's an easy way to experience those games for cheap. And in their purest form. Like, I guess it's a pure way to experience those. Top down, 2D, whatever.
Yeah.
This looks a lot more than that. This looks like 3D environments, way more addition to storytelling. This looks like they're gonna go all the way with this. That's what makes me more excited. So there's a reason to own those two together if you want to experience both games separately. You know what I mean? I assume you mean Dragon Quest 11 because 12 isn't even out yet. So there's no 15. But yes, 11 and 8 are the only 2 games in 3D, like full 3D.
Okay.
I think the look is a little different. You know what? It's going to be hard. It is going to be, look, let's be realistic. Like real talk real quick. It's going to be hard to transition into new Dragon Quest games without Toriyama's art. All right.
Yeah. The only person who could even remotely even try to do that would be Toyotaro.
I think he's the one doing it, but I'm not sure if he's doing this specific release. This specific release is being done by Team Asano, which is responsible for Bravely Default, the HD 2D games. You know what I mean? So this is their own art style.
True.
That's going to closely resemble Toriyama's art as faithfully as possible. But
it'll be an interesting adaptation for sure.
Because we should be understanding that Toriyama's no longer with us, and that it's gonna be very hard to go into the next set of Dragon Quest games
and anything beyond that.
Yeah, like again, 12 is gonna have his stuff. I'm assuming he had been working on 12 for sure.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
But
he was working on a lot of stuff.
Whenever we get through 13, it's like, woof. We'll see. But I'm excited. I love Dragon Quest, so I'm really, really looking forward to these remakes.
And I gotta get into it.
This is a good place to start. Also, as explained by Yuji Horii, it is in your best interest to play it in this order. Play 3 first, then you play 1 and 2. It is how it is in the storyline.
Okay.
Chronologically, 3 is a prequel to 1 and 2.
Okay.
So they're releasing it in the way you should be playing it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Next on the list was Funko Fusion. Woo!
Sleep.
God, this game looked bad, dude.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's kind of ambitious conceptually. Execution, no.
I think maybe it's because I saw the Switch version. Can I be fair?
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Mark, you give too much credit to a lot of games. Look, I'm gonna look, and I'm not trying to be like mean. Because let me be real. I believe it's because we saw the crusty ass Switch version. I think this game would look 10 times better on the PS5 and Series X, which it's also releasing on.
Well, probably.
So, to give credit where credit's due, I think the Switch version looks terrible. I would like to see it run on the other consoles before I make the complete judgment of it.
I guess so, yeah.
Is that a little bit more fair?
I think that's fair. I think I'm half as right. I got one eye open.
But yeah, not good.
It was kind of rough.
It was very meh.
Yeah, I think they're trying to go after the Lego games. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought. I mentioned that I said Lego.
Lego?
I think that's what they're trying to go for.
It seemed very Lego-esque.
Yeah. But it's got Scott Pilgrim, dude. Oh my god.
All
right. Yeah.
That's where they get
you. Next on the list was Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Quick sizzle. Like they didn't stay long on it. Thank God. It comes out literally next week. I just paid it off. So like it comes out next week, next Thursday. I will be playing Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on my Switch.
Cool.
Only thing I gotta say about it,
right.
I'm still excited to play it. Weakest game in the trilogy, but still fun to have the Luigi's Mansion games on Switch. Mark, are you planning to play Luigi's Mansion 2 HD for the Nintendo Switch?
Not particularly, no.
All right. Have you played any Luigi's Mansion games?
Maybe like a demo or two, maybe.
All right, don't start with 2. Get 3. That's my best advice.
Fair enough. 3 is the more polished one.
3 is goated. 3 is goated. Again, 2's not bad. Like there's no such thing as a bad Luigi's Mansion game. It's just the weakest of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. That's all it is.
And it's also made specifically for the 3DS. So
yeah.
The fact that they were trying to work with improving on what Luigi's Mansion made it really good, which was in this case, to explore multiple mansions. I don't even know how that plays out. I played 3. It's the first one. So I might be a little bit too spoiled here.
I'm old enough to remember going to Toys R Us and seeing the fucking standee for Luigi's Mansion.
The first one? Yep. The first one is my favorite of the 3 still, but I think that's nostalgia. Next on the list, though, is the new Denpa Men. All right, that came out of left field. Let me explain real quick. The Denpa Men is a series of 3DS eShop games that were kind of popular. Like they weren't like crazy, but like people played it. There's a fan base for this game, and this is a new free-to-play version of it coming July 27th as a timed exclusive. It is coming to PlayStation. They already confirmed it.
Crazy.
And you might want to look into this, Justin, because the developer is Genius Sonority.
Genius Sonority.
Do you know what they made? Don't look it up. I'll tell you right now.
Okay. Hands off here.
They are the developers of Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Holy shit. Oh, okay. All right, I'm listening.
So I will highly suggest you look a little into this. If this might be for you. It's an RPG. It is an RPG with some Animal Crossing things to it.
Okay, I'm locking in.
All right.
And it's free?
Yeah, it's free to play. What do you say, Mark? You excited for the new Denpa Men?
I mean, when you say free and then you say it's from those developers specifically, I was like, it could be good.
Yeah, I mean, the other ones were considered good games, so I'm not gonna just immediately I'm not gonna just look away. I might check it out.
It's definitely got the It's got the me vibes for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Next on the list was Metal Slug Attack Reloaded.
Where did this come from?
So my understanding that this is a mobile game, not an Apple Arcade exclusive, but it was on mobile, is a tower defense Metal Slug game. Apparently it's really good. This is a version of the game where there's no microtransactions, everything's in the game, you unlock things naturally. So I'm
sweet.
Kind of down. I'm an unapologetic SNK fan, so I will play anything Metal Slug. And it's just weird that we're getting 2 Metal Slug games this year. This and Metal Slug Tactics still has to come out this year. So, all right, cool. It's out already. $10 from what I saw.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Mark, are you excited to play Metal Slug Attack Reloaded?
I've never played a Metal Slug game.
Oh man,
Holy
dude. I played 3 on like Xbox Arcade. It was I was like, okay, yeah. I'm in.
Well, you can get it on any console right now, but go to your Xbox or go to your Switch and just pay $8 and you can get Metal Slug 3. That's the best one.
Yeah. Yep. So good.
That's the one to remaster.
I mean, it's the original arcade game.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, play it as intended. It's pretty good. Next on the list was Darkest Dungeon 2. I do have a friend who is probably very excited for this because he loves the first one. It's not for me. It's definitely a gothic roguelike role-playing game. And it's not for me. I tried it. I'm not going to sit here and say like it's terrible. It's actually pretty good. It's just not for me.
All right.
But I'm excited for people who are going to be very excited for this sequel from a game that's been out for a while. So, big indie game.
Very nice. Okay.
How do you guys feel about Darkest Dungeon 2?
I kind of like the art style quite a bit.
Yeah.
I might go back and check out the first one.
I remember seeing good reviews about it on Game Pass.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a bad game. It's actually really good. It's just I'm not like super into a lot of roguelikes. It has to be very specific. Aniyah finally showed up.
Is that Aniyah? Well, hold on.
Did you fall asleep?
Is he asleep?
I just give me the confirmation tonight before I say anything. Did you fall asleep?
Hold on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Doesn't feel okay. I feel cornered, but I did fall asleep.
He was tired.
I knew it.
Guys,
you know what's crazy is he messaged us right before we started the call and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get on."
I tried. I'm tired.
Closed his eyes for a nanosecond, then he sees it's 5 o'clock.
Oh my god, it was incredible. That was an incredible
I was like, I'll be here in a bit. I was like, oh, I'm home. But I was like, oh no. And then I woke up and time travel. It's already like an hour or something after. I was like, oh no.
Well, we're not through the whole direct yet, so we're in the middle. We're almost we're getting towards the end though.
Dang, you guys already talked about MVC and all that?
Not yet. Nope, we're doing it.
All right, you're doing just in time.
We're doing it in order.
What's the order? I honestly forgot. I thought it was earlier.
No, we're
getting
doing
close.
Like the announcement order. Yeah, we're getting close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to real quick, Aniyah, since you're here, I'm just gonna throw you the big ones and tell me real quick details if you like it or not. Yes or no. Ready?
All right.
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Definitely grabbing it. Even though I'm not a huge fan of RPGs, like most of the time, is definitely got its own style. Plus, first of all, the style got me. I always liked how Mario and Luigi look, the superstars look on Game Boy Advance. So to give it that 3D kind of like, well, I'm pretty sure that's cell shading, isn't it? It looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Definitely grabbing that one.
Nintendo World Championships NES Edition.
What? All right, what's the next one?
Next one, please.
Fantasia Neo Dimension.
Yo, what? Okay, hold on. What are you saying? Those were on the direct.
Yes.
You just said like
this is the RPG by Final Fantasy creator Hironobu Sakaguchi. It was the Apple Arcade game that's coming to consoles. How do you feel about it?
Oh, okay. I'm good. Nah, it looks good, but I'm good.
All right. Switch Sports update basketball.
Oh wait, Switch pull. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like high on my list, but I'll get it. Wait, do I even have the game? I don't think I even have the game.
I don't have it.
Mio Memories in Orbit.
Oh, bro, that's a definite cop. Hell yeah.
That's his Metroidvania right there.
I was thought about the flavor. You know what? I was like, would they get sued for the Mio name? Nah, they're good. They don't have to worry about that.
Nah, they'd be fine.
Looks great.
Disney Illusion Island update.
Ugh.
All right, Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Oh man, why would you say less, bro? Like, why would you not get that?
Okay,
the most standout game, and plus, like, it was mentioned in South Park. That shit had me rolling. So,
but let me give you quick context. This game was nominated for Mobile Game of the Year. It was an Apple Arcade exclusive. It's coming to consoles finally.
Yo, whoa, what?
So let me be very clear. This is actually a highly anticipated release. Not for me, but like.
Oh man, the meme is real. I was just joking. Yeah. Like,
how do you feel about Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports, huh? All right.
The next one?
Farmagia.
What's it called? Who?
Farmagia.
Oh, that's the thing where you plant wolves? Nah, I'm good.
No, he's right. Let him cook. You put stuff into the soil and a poof, a wolf.
That had me rolling. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Most definitely, yes. I remember that game. I remember seeing it off of the Wii, and I was like, bro, this game's style is nice. The art direction in the game looks fun.
It is.
And I don't have a Donkey Kong adventure game, so I need one.
Oh, get Tropical Freeze. It's better.
Oh, you're right. New funky mode.
Well, okay. To be fair, this is the first of the two retro developed ones. So obviously Tropical Freeze is better, but I like. How can I compare this? If Donkey Kong Country Returns is Donkey Kong Country 1 Super Nintendo, which is considered a classic, Tropical Freeze is Donkey Kong Country 2, which is the better game.
Yeah. Because like when I looked at the logo, I was like, I thought there was more. But like this is it was a different version. So that makes sense.
Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
I might have to get that for like the actual, just like the significance of Dragon Quest. Honestly, I thought about it. I'm still wrestling with it because it looks good. Yeah. And again, I need to expand my RPG rap sheet.
Just so you know, they're releasing it in the order you should play it. So it's Dragon Quest 3 first this year, and then next year they're gonna bundle 1 and 2 together.
That is funny.
That's how it was released in the original. Like back in the day, it was 1, 2, and 3 was a prequel to 1, 2.
Huh.
So okay, just so you know.
I dig it. Okay.
Funko Fusion. All right, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Funko. What was it? Anyway, Luigi. Definitely
right. Next week, Luigi's Mansion 2.
I can get it. Woo.
All right. The new Dempamen.
Yo, dog, I'm having a. I feel like y'all throwing shit that wasn't real at me. What? Oh wait, is that the one where like I don't know.
They look like little funny dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, but like I don't know if they're like
they're Dempamen, obviously.
Yeah, they're Dempamen.
Like an alpha version of what a me was. I don't know. But
it's free to play. July 27th.
Oh, it's free. I'll give it a look.
They're the Mii's, but they're all pink guy.
Oh my god. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded.
Yes. Anything Metal Slug? Dude.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's why we got the same mind, dog. It's already out.
Oh yeah.
$10 on the eShop. $10 on the eShop.
Hell yeah, let's go. What's the next one?
We were right here. Darkest Dungeon 2.
Oh man. Because I haven't I only saw gameplay of it. I never played Darkest Dungeon. But from what I was looking at, that game is like, isn't it permadeath? Or am I thinking of something else?
It's a roguelike.
Yeah, roguelike. Oh, okay. But maybe
it's a roguelike RPG. I know a mutual friend of ours is very, very much into this game.
Yeah, he was the one that tried it.
Yeah, he's the one that showed us. I tried it. Not technically for me, but I'm willing to give it another shot just to see if I like it.
Doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah.
Because like roguelikes, I'm up for those.
Yep. All right, now you were caught up. So the next announcement.
I'll sleep for another hour. Go ahead.
Wait.
A big, very big Nintendo Switch Online drop. So let me start from the top. We got 2 Game Boy Advance games. Let's go over it real quick. we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
Did somebody say multiplayer?
Finally, yeah. So like that's the thing. It is just The Link to the Past. Let me be very honest. It's just the original SNES game as the single player stuff.
And I'll play it again.
Not why you. I literally am about to finish it. By the way, I'm on Ganon's
Jesus
Christ. Because I've never actually beaten Link to the Past, so I'm really close to doing it for the first time.
Aye.
Hell yeah.
But I'm playing the super version. Anyways, the single player stuff is just that. But you play this for Four Swords. Four Swords is an actual multiplayer Capcom developed game that I think, Aniyah, you and me have played the 20th anniversary version, haven't we? Back on the DSi or DS?
Was it me?
I think it was you and some other people, but we tried playing through most of it.
The 20th anniversary collection version?
Yeah, because they ported it to DSi, which you could get on 3DS. And then it was like one of the only ways to play it with new content. This version doesn't have that content. This is the original Game Boy Advance version. But
I feel like, yeah, I was trying to think if you showed me, because I remember trying to grab it later for myself. Because didn't I just need my account? Didn't I just need my console?
Yeah, you just needed the console. It was free to download.
Yeah, that's what it was. Probably. Yeah. Okay, it must have been some years, man.
It's been a hot minute, but you know what? This is finally a accessible way to finally play this multiplayer wise, and I think that's a big thing we should talk about, because Game Boy Advance games, look, the link cable was mostly used for us during Pokemon. No one really sat here and played multiplayer games like that. So to get a game where we can play online and actually play through Four Swords all the way through, this is the kind of games we need on NSO right here.
I dig it. I do like the fact that we're gonna have like the benefit of not needing, what was that thing called for the Game Boy Advance? The cable link or whatever?
Yeah,
the
something like
cables,
that.
Bro.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Nintendo calls for it, so it's like, well, it's able to support it.
And we can hang out and do local wireless too. It doesn't even have to be online. So
I was thinking about it.
I was thinking about it too. Next though, they did it. Metroid Zero Mission, baby, they did it. They're going it. The go.
Let's go.
No, that was funny. That
game is goated.
That game is
so
really calling me, because now I gotta play the other ones.
Fusion?
No, you don't.
Huh?
Because that's the beauty of Zero Mission. It's a remake of the first Metroid game. You don't need any context.
Now, granted, I will say Zero Mission is also just like more polished as a Game Boy Metroid game. But
sure.
Yeah.
It is a little more polished than Fusion. It came out after, but Zero Mission is a remake of the original Metroid game. So you get the story of the first Metroid without having to play the very, very goated version, the goated Metroid game on NES, just not age well.
Oh no.
They got maps.
Highly regarded. It's got a map system. So, all right, automatically, that's a better game.
Good Lord.
But I also should mention that it's called Zero Mission because there's a secret epilogue where, not secret, but it's an epilogue where you play as Zero Suit Samus. This is her first appearance as a playable character.
Mm-hmm.
Her model that you know in Smash Brothers is from this game.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I highly recommend it. Not a long game, beginner friendly. Really, really just an easy way to get into the Metroid series is this game.
Gotcha.
And you can also unlock Metroid 1 in its pure like NES form as well. I don't know if you really want to do that, but it's there. So I don't know. Those are the big Game Boy Advance games. But and something I would like to bring up right now because good conversation. They didn't just drop those. We got a new app. Technically, we got a brand new app to the NSO. And we got the Nintendo, this is a mouthful, the Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online, Mature 17 Plus app, baby.
Don't do that again. What? Oh my.
I'm just gonna call it N64 rated M.
Sure.
Adult only.
M17.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the reason they do that is so that if we have parental controls, you can just flag the app instead of flagging games in the app.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason.
So, but with this app, they added Turok 1 and Xbox's Perfect Dark. I cannot believe we finally have another Nintendo console to play Perfect Dark on. Oh my god. That was crazy. Because I like Perfect Dark more than GoldenEye. I know that's a hot take, but
whoa, that's crazy. Wait a minute.
I've always loved Perfect Dark more than GoldenEye. That's why I'm so excited for the new Perfect Dark.
Oh shit, that sounds funny. I never played Perfect Dark.
It's so good, dude. It's the Chicago music. Ooh, it's so good.
Chicago style music. Dang.
The Chicago street, like when you're in the street downtown Chicago, that music, dude. When it hits, you're like, damn, they were cooking. Yo, Rare, what the hell? But I think the bigger news here is that this opens up a lot. Like just getting Xbox like owned the games already opened up a lot of possibilities for N64. But the fact that we have a rated M app now means that we can get more adult games. Like the thing is, like the N64 was one of the first Nintendo consoles to get rated M games, so we can get the rest of the Turok games. We might get Conker's Bad Fur Day. I went from 50% to like 80% sure we're gonna get Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh,
like, dude, there's no way. Like that is such a cool thing to get. Finally, we get rated M games from the N64 era. I'm looking at you, Doom 64. Let's go.
Hey yo.
Now, granted, let me be very clear. There's way better ways to play some of these games. Like Turok 1 is cute. It's really cool that it's there for historical sake. But you play the remaster. Play the Night Dive remaster because that's the version you want to play.
My immediate thought was like, I have it. And so yeah.
Exactly. I have the physical copy of the remaster as well. This is just a cute way to experience it in its original form. But I think if you didn't grow up with this, the remaster version is the way better version. So really, Perfect Dark is the big takeaway here.
Word.
So it opens up a lot of opportunity for more NSO games. So yep, I'm in. Mark, I guess it doesn't really matter for you since you have a Rare Replay and you can play Perfect Dark there, and that's the best version of it. But how do you feel about more Xbox owned Rare games on Nintendo?
Live.
Perfect. Dark.
Great stuff.
I think you passed that when I think you passed that when you mentioned Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah, I think he passed that too. No, realistically though, the big ones were the Game Boy Advance games though. Those are some of the really goated Game Boy Advance games. Also, I heard that I could be wrong. I heard that the Link to the Past version in that game has an extra dungeon that the Super Nintendo version doesn't.
Oh, that's
that
crazy.
Can only be unlocked with 4 swords. So you have to beat 4 swords, get things in between them. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So interesting.
Ayo.
So I might play through it just to get it under my belt, but we'll see. Next on the list is Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero.
Oh, the NIS game. Okay. NIS.
Yes,
yeah.
the NIS game. So this is a sequel to the original Phantom Brave, which was on the Wii and PS2, and it's also on Switch now. So if you get the Prinny Presents Volume 1.
Oh, all right.
So there is a way to play the original if you want that version. I don't know. I guess I've never personally played Phantom Brave, but like the original always looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the art style that we see for this one, it's pretty nice. It's a little rough, and I appreciate the fact that the showcase kind of had that as like the gameplay aspect of it. So we know what we're kind of like looking into when we are signing up for. We'll
say it's stated for 2025, so
I mean Switch 2?
It could very be early on as an early Switch. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Especially since NIS has a Trails to Daybreak in a couple weeks. And East 10 is this year, so.
Aye.
And Reynaudis, that that one Kingdom Hearts directed game, yeah. So
very nice.
Aniyah, how do you feel about Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero?
I'm trying to remember. I can't.
It was very weebish. It was very weebish.
That's a way to say it, yeah.
If they can make it look cool, sure, but I think is a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, it looks like
tactical RPG.
Tactical RPG.
Because I'm not gonna lie, because overall the direct had it just looked good. It was one of the probably one of the best directs that I was able to see.
Yeah.
But honestly, for the RPG part of it, it at least made me like the games I saw in there that I usually wouldn't get for the genre. Make me want to look at it, but I pick and chose like a handful. Like I don't know if that one was on my mind like that.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Next on the list, though. Next on the list, dude. We're back, baby. It's back. Marvel's back, baby. Whoa!
This was so unexpected, especially
I'm
on
gonna take it
Nintendo.
for a ride. Dude, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection arcade games or classic. Sorry, let's go. That is literally all I've been asking for. It's all I wanted.
I see no lies.
It's been some kind of couple of days. I'm not gonna lie.
It's been
Marvel back, dude. I cannot believe it, dude. It's crazy because even if you're not into fighting games, forget that you're a fighting game fan, dog. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is literally one of the best games of all time.
It's gonna be pretty goddamn good. Yes, go on. Preach. You got 7 games in this collection. I got them right in front of you. You got X-Men: Children of the Atom, the first Marvel fighting game from Capcom. That game's really fun. I like it. Marvel Superheroes, also really good. I like it. It's X-Men versus Street Fighter, the first original versus game ever from Capcom. Go. I love it. Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. It's probably the weakest versus in this collection, but it's still good. Still pretty fun. Marvel versus Capcom 1, dude. I have so much nostalgia for the first game. It's not even funny. I played a lot of the Dreamcast version. That soundtrack is ingrained into my freaking brain. Captain America's theme, you love to see it. And of course, the GOAT, Marvel versus Capcom 2, baby. We're back. We're so goddamn back. And as a bonus game, I do want to bring this up because this is a good game. It's just kind of weird that it's in this collection of The Punisher.
It kind of stands out quite a bit, but it just kind of fills it in as far as like the content.
It's cool because it is the first Marvel game by Capcom, not the first fighting game. They made this together first. It's a beat 'em up, but let me tell you, it's actually one of the better beat 'em ups by Capcom. So. And Capcom has some damn good beat 'em ups. All right, it's running on the Final Fight engine.
I think I guess like the only thing I can think about is isn't this all just Marvel versus Capcom games that they made like in general, or was there more like classic games by them that I'm missing?
What do you mean? I'm sorry. Can you refer to that?
Because it does make it is a good question because what the heck, Punisher a beat 'em up with all these other fighting games surrounding it. So the core of this whole collection is that they're all classic arcades by Capcom with Marvel and Capcom.
Yeah, that's the only ones. This is it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
These are all. Well, I guess you're missing Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems, but that's a console game.
You saying words I don't know. What?
Yeah, it's a console developed Capcom game. So that's interesting. They're going for the arcade ports here.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're going for the arcade ports, and that's what matters because really, and there's big things. Let me explain to you. There's some big things why MVC2 is a big deal here. Not only because it's been locked out of our hands forever, right?
It's a big one.
There's no real way to play the arcade original on console, even with all the other ports that exist. All of those are compromised.
Ooh, compromised.
The Dreamcast version is close. But it still has missing animations and some other things.
Really?
PS2 is the worst version. That game is literally buggy and broken. The HD version is widescreen, so there's a lot more playfield, which means combos don't go through as well. It's a little wonky. So this is the authentic original arcade version. You will have never seen this on console ever. Go. Goated.
I've been keeping up with what is it? I've been keeping up with Max's streams on it, and I was hearing about all these versions, and I was like, bro, what a crazy thing to work off of. Because honestly, I've only when I was looking at some of the I think you posted it. What was the it was the intro to one of the games, was it?
NBC1, baby.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I definitely had more experience with that one than the first. Oh no, than the second one. But even then, it wasn't enough to say oh yeah, I played MVC1. I can't say I played enough of it.
Yeah, it's one of the best Capcom fighting game series of all time. It's finally. I can't believe it's actually just finally happening, dude. I literally that game has been locked away from us for so long. I'm glad it's coming out on what is my favorite console of all time, so I can have it there. I'm getting it on Switch. Because I like my retro fighting games on my Switch anyways, but it is part of the Fighting Collection series. This is a series now, apparently, because Capcom Fighting Collection was the first one. Now it's this.
Yeah, the way this thing is being described, I'm like, hello.
And every game has rollback netcode, even on the Switch. It is not crossplay. I will confirm that right now. It's not crossplay, which is a little unfortunate. But I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna play that with you guys the most, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Also, I got that Capcom fighting bundle thing that includes 30th anniversary Street Fighter and
Capcom. Yeah, let's go. The goats.
It's just $20 on the eShop. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Whoa,
that's a deal. That's what is that? 22 fighting games?
I guess so.
Yeah. So, but I am excited. I need them. The physical copies are up for pre-order. I need to see the box art, but yeah, I need this now. This was top 3 of my favorite announcements. Honestly, probably my second favorite.
I'd probably advise people to just do that now. Just do it.
Yeah.
Go get those physicals.
You don't want them to get this game taken away from you again. That was the thing. That's the biggest thing, is that these games got taken away from us because of licensing issues. Disney's finally playing ball, guys. Disney's finally playing ball. We need these games in our lives. I need a physical copy in my collection so where I can always have Marvel, all these Marvel games with me. I love it. Now, Capcom, if this is a series, Capcom versus SNK is the only one left. Let's do it. And Terry and Maya are already in Street Fighter 6, so you're getting close.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? At this point, they're leaving breadcrumbs if they were to pull a move like that.
That collection would be sick, and I'm gonna bet this right here, right now, guys. It would have Capcom versus SNK 1, Capcom versus SNK 2, Match of the Millennium, and it would have the SNK developed one, which is SVC Chaos SNK versus Capcom. That would be cool. Less games, but pretty good ones.
It's like the ball's in your court. Your move, Capcom. But how can you fuck this up?
I'm excited.
I'm literally excited for this.
I know we spent too much time on Marvel, but man,
no, it's worth it.
Was there other games?
Yes,
way more games after this.
Way more.
Nah, man, shut up. Nah.
Yeah, you're right. But the next one is pretty goated for me personally, and that is Super Mario Party Jamboree. Justin, what was that? What was that you said in the predictions? I just want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. I said, bro, people want a new Mario Party game, but we got 2 other ones. One of them was actually really good. Just get some DLC stuff in there. Why not? And I had to eat my words when this showed up.
I recall the actual quote was "No way in hell."
No way, or very unlikely. Because we already got some other ones, right? No.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't enough.
No, a sequel to Super Mario Party. This is, well, I guess it's really a sequel to just the 2 in general, but a new Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch coming out October. And oh my God, it's like a mix of both. They took all the things that worked from Super Mario Party and all the things that worked from Superstars, and it is finally going to be a brand new Mario Party that's goated. It looks so good.
It does, yeah.
I will say 7 boards is still a little on the small side, but it's better than 5 boards. So
And
the boards look unique. Disregarding the 2 that are retro, the 5 that they showed look really cool. I like that they're a little bit bigger. I like that they have a little bit more things to do, more funner gimmicks to screw with your friends with. And the mini games are all brand new. I will say it is a Super Mario Party game, so I think it's going to be Joy-Con only because of the motion controls.
I'm sorry, does Pro Controller not have motion?
Yeah, but not like that, where you gotta do hammering this. Yeah. Don't think that's how it works, dog. I think you're gonna have to use Joy-Cons Super Mario Party. That game required sideways Joy-Con only.
The audacity. Okay.
But
how dare they utilize their first proprietary stuff?
I don't care. I'm Motion Man 64 for a reason, baby. I'm in.
Fair enough.
Okay, great. Can't wait though.
That game looks good. I can't wait to start playing that again. I do want to say the 2 retro maps, right? Mario Party 1's Mario's Rainbow. I forgot what it's called. Rainbow Cloud. I forgot what it's called. I guess, sure, why not? But the one from Mario Party 2, Western Land, that's a banger map. So I'm excited.
Okay.
I feel it. What too? Oh shit!
All right. Son. And then we got another goated announcement next. I could not believe what I was seeing, everybody. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. What the hell? That was out of left field.
You know what? It looked good. They chose a good evolution for that style that they got from Link's Awakening and made it into a Zelda game.
They're pushing the 2D Zelda forward. That's so cool. The fact that we're getting Zelda games that still is in the 2D style that are new, not just remakes, that gives me so much hope for the future, dude. We're getting brand new 3D ones and it's like how we got Odyssey for Mario pushing 3D games forward, but then we got Wonder that's pushing the 2D series. That's exactly what we're doing here. Thank God.
It's gonna be great.
I personally love that approach to taking conventional Zelda stuff and then just kind of breaking it down a little bit more. I like this approach.
I love the idea that we're gonna play this like Tears of the Kingdom. We're all gonna get this game and we're all gonna be like, well, I use this to get here. Well, how about you? Well, you use this to get here. Like, that's so cool, dude.
I throw a chair at him.
He about to throw a fucking rock.
Yeah. Well, okay, so this is going to be not the first Zelda game ever to play as Zelda, but we don't mention the CDI games. This will be the first official Nintendo developed Zelda game where you play as Zelda.
Okay.
That's so funny.
And I kind of said this in our predictions. I said, what if it's a top-down game like the classic style Zeldas, but it's Zelda? Like, maybe she takes over this role now instead of Link. And it happened. That rumor was true. There was a female-led Zelda game. It happened.
I was like, "Yo, it is weird though, because I guess what the freaking it did take them a minute to make her like playable.
It did.
Aside from like mainline, so you know,
they had a formula.
But you know what?
This is a mainline game. They are calling it The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. So they're using the mainline name.
But you know what? Cool with me. It's like I'm all down for this nonsense, bro. I want to get
the only thing they didn't show, and I would like to see a little bit more in detail, is the dungeons. What do the dungeons look like in this game? Because if you are going to be able to just take in the dungeons as your own way, those puzzles are going to be wild.
Hell yeah!
I'm excited though.
I was gonna bring up a question as to whether or not there would be dungeons, but it's almost hard considering that map is like Link to the Past style like map layout, so that'd be really difficult if they just omitted dungeons entirely.
I think this game definitely has dungeons. I mean, you could see it. There was heart pieces that had to be collected. Even on the box art, there's a heart container on top of a pillar. So, and I also should mention that there's a Nintendo Switch Lite Legend of Zelda edition coming out.
Yeah,
it looks pretty. I'm not getting it.
It's gonna make a video on that. But yeah,
I'm not getting it because it's Switch Lite. And there's no reason for me to get that.
Yeah, I'm on like Switch Watch. I should not.
Switch Watch is crazy.
But it looks cool. It looks good for people who want a cheaper Switch to get into. That's great. Great choice.
Yeah.
Just Dance happened.
Where's the Wii version?
Oh, god damn it!
It's literally the strongest soldier.
Next on the list, Lego Horizon Adventures was shown here, which is really crazy to see a PlayStation-owned game on Nintendo.
What's happening now?
I love this era.
Well, it's a Lego game, so Guerrilla Games already said it. They want this game on Nintendo because it's Lego, and it'll open up to other people. So
this is true.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
So makes sense. It looks cool. I hope that was Switch footage they were showing. It was running pretty smooth.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Next on the list was a port of Stray coming to the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna keep it real with the Chief. It was look a little crusty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little crusty port. I think they're pushing the Switch to its fullest potential. But if I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play it on PlayStation. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I feel it.
Yeah, I was like, not for me, dog.
No, Stray's good. I mean, it won Indie Game of the Year for a reason. It's just, like, I don't know. That port looks like it's pushing the Switch a little too hard, I guess.
A little too much. It's too hyper realistic
at
this point.
Yeah, I was like, shoot, why not just play it on the PS4?
Well, I mean, it's good for those who just don't have it, you know.
Yeah.
Fair.
Next on the list was Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. This is their farming sim game.
I can't say I'm the targeted audience here.
I never thought in my life I'd want to play as a hobbit. I still don't.
I share the sentiments.
Dashed. Right past it.
So
next one.
No. This next one was a banger announcement, guys. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Holy shit. Look, we just got the Apollo Justice Collection this year at the beginning of the year. I did not think they were going to go out of their way to do another collection.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's important. These are the last 2 Ace Attorney games to be ported to modern platforms. That's it. We've got the whole series now. You can play the entirety of Ace Attorney on modern platforms. And this one in particular is fun because you're not actually a lawyer. You're a detective stuff. This is more like the first game came to us in America on DS, which was called Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. The second game never came out in America, and we're getting it finally in English. So you're doing more detective work than you are doing lawyer stuff. But even when you are lawyer stuff, you're not defending. You are not a defense attorney. So I think that's great. I need to really pick up the other collection too, so I can have everything together. Mm-hmm. But yes, this is on my list. I'm ready for this. I love the Ace Attorney games. How do you guys feel?
I'm still not 100% into it, but I do have Ace Attorney's, like the original collection on like
the
Steam.
First one, right? Phoenix, right? Yeah.
I got
this is coming out to every platform, so
which is good.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
But the physical copy is Switch only. I should probably mention that.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Switch only, PS4, Xbox is getting it, and so is Steam, but the Switch version is the only one getting a physical copy.
Wild.
Yep.
You know how they do it. Yeah.
Next on the list was the 100-line Last Defense Academy from the creators of Danganronpa. And yep, that looked like a Danganronpa game.
Certainly looks like it, yes.
But it doesn't look like it in gameplay. I don't know if I like this. Tower defense. And I don't even hate tower defense because I like Metal Slug, but like I don't know. I don't know if that's for me. I'm more into Danganronpa itself as a visual novel, so I don't know. What do you guys feel about this?
I think there's gonna be some visual novel-esque type of things going on, but it's gonna be like a hybrid type of situation. It's not the worst idea. Not the worst idea.
Aniyah, how do you feel about this?
What the? What's that? What's that, brother?
Not the sound.
I want to play.
All right, next game. The second to last game. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven. What an interesting remake. Considering they actually just released the newest Saga game this year, which is Saga Emerald. Or it's Saga Beyond Emerald, whatever it's called. It's a new Saga game. Romancing Saga 2 is considered a very, very good Super Famicom game. I'm just not sure, out of all the games to remake, this game, the original game, is also on the Switch as is. So you could play the original as well. I know this because I have it on my Switch.
Hey, yo.
So I guess cool that it's getting a 3D remake. It looks cool. I'm not mad at it. It looks really good. I'm just saying,
well,
I'm not a big Saga fan. I don't know like anything into. I haven't really like pushed myself into that series.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. This ain't me.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Have a good one.
But Saga fans, I saw online the Saga fans are excited for it. So okay,
that's good.
And also, it's a Romancing Saga game getting a Western physical copy. So take that as you will.
Oh.
Typically, I've had to import them from PlayAsia. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm down for it. Hell yeah.
It's all good, Mark. I feel you. That happens to me sometimes too.
Oh, what's going on?
But
gotcha.
He's in the chat. But now the final announcement, the one that made me literally almost have to call the ambulance. I almost passed out.
Wait. Crazy.
You gotta get a life alert.
It's been 7 years, guys, since they announced this game, and I cannot believe they're actually showing it. And it was Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And the fact that they showed gameplay, they showed that game running on a regular Switch. I couldn't believe that game was running 60 frames. That game looks so good.
It does.
Hold on. Here's the important question.
Okay.
What the hell is the Beyond about?
Good question.
Beyond.
Bed Bath and Beyond, dude. I don't know.
Metroid Bed Bath and Beyond.
That fucking beat killed me. But now what is the fucking it looks great. I don't know who the hell the big bad is and that thing staring down.
Silax. He's from Hunters.
Did you say Cyrax?
Silax.
Oh, I was like, bro, Mortal Kombat. I was from where?
He's
from Prime Hunters, yeah.
Yeah, he's a hunter in Prime Hunters. He's also like slowly into the story. Like at the end, he's teased at the end of Metroid Prime Federation Force as well.
Dang, what a slow burn.
He's been basically like behind the scenes the whole time. So finally getting him to see as an antagonist, we're here.
I feel it. It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, that game looks so good. Dude, the music. Oh my god, the music in the field. I literally almost cried. I was like, oh my god, this is giving me so much like nostalgia for the first one again. I just played the first one last year with the remaster. So
yeah, you know what? Honestly, now this is a series I know. Like I already know about like the one with because was the first one on GameCube?
First and second are GameCube. The third one's a Wii game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I always seen it, and I just remember saying like, oh, this is where this character's from. Because of course, I think my first intro to Samus was Smash Brothers.
Yep.
The 64, because I would play as her.
You know what? Same.
Yeah, but then like after that, knowing that she was a part of like her own little segment, because I didn't know what the hell Smash Brothers was in its essence, because like I knew that it was Pikachu, wow, Mario, Green Mario, like whoa, that's crazy. But like aside all that stuff, I just didn't know that was like the crossover of Nintendo franchises.
Yeah.
And diving into all the games she had under her, I was like, oh, bro.
So Metroid Prime is my favorite Metroid game of all time. And I absolutely love the first one more than the other games in the series. But
I could not figure that game out as a child.
Yeah, I know. But you know, it's a lot easier nowadays.
I played the remastered version at Target. And I was like, wow, this is not nearly as hard as I remember it being as a child.
No, it's not.
It's
but
crazy, isn't it?
I love that game to death. It's my favorite GameCube game of all time, and it is my favorite Metroid game of all time. So I am beyond excited for Metroid Prime 4. I literally only have one question though. 2025? Really?
I mean, hey, at least he's the release date now.
I guess, but dude, it's gonna be 8 years when that game is coming out. I know they had to restart development. I'm not ignorant, but I will say that this is looking more like a cross-gen game for sure.
100%.
For sure. I also want to say, no drop of Metroid Prime 2 or 3. That's kind of weird. Kind of weird that you're going to give us 4 and not have the other 2 to show up the story. You know what I mean? You know what, Mark? That's actually what I said. So let me be very clear about some of the predictions we made. I'm going to stop predicting Wind Waker or Twilight. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
This was the do or die for those games, and it's just not happening.
It's not it, Chief.
But Metroid Prime 2 and 3, now that Prime 4 has a 2025 release date, I can see those still like there's still probably one more direct this year, usually in September. So I can see 2 maybe getting dropped around that time frame to get us hyped. Maybe that's the big, and then maybe 3 be the December game.
Ooh, I feel it.
So definitely could see that happening.
Well, I mean,
it's like we do have like a free month somewhere.
Yeah, we have in December. Those are actually open for Nintendo first party.
Like, Brett, it's like
they have one game each month so far, except for August and December.
It's like my wallet. Damn, going on a diet.
But no, it was really cool.
Sandwiches.
It was really cool to see Metroid Prime 4. I won't say it's my top 3 of the announcements because it got a 2025 release date, and I was like, oh man, that kind of deflated it a little bit for me. And they showed it, but then it was totally a teaser. You know what I mean?
Fun bubble. He popped my fun bubble.
You still got gameplay though.
We got gameplay. We got a concept of what it will look like, and that's really good news. I'm curious to see what the Bandai Namco one was looking like.
More than just a title.
I'm curious to see what that scrapped version looked like, because man, for Nintendo to come out and say our first version was dog shit, we need to like completely redo it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually curious about that too. It would be nice. Now I'm not. There's gonna be a big ask.
Yeah,
it would be nice if they ever make it like an extra piece of content to see in the game, to just like get a look at it, like do a collectible edition, do something. Because I'm so curious.
At least show us an early build.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this. It was not a top 3 for me. Top 3, like number 1, is The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Number 2 is Marvel vs. Capcom, and number 3 is Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Ooh,
for sure.
So
those are my top 3 announcements.
I'd give it to Echoes of Wisdom, Mario and Luigi, and Metroid Prime 4.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. I think we might have the same 3. Phil, you said MVC.
Well, my top 3. My number 1 was Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. 2 was MVC, and then 3 was Mario and Luigi.
You know what? The 3 might. I'm wrestling with it because again, fucking Mio looks great. It's like one of those random indie games, and that's probably gonna be my third, because that's just a personal thing because I like indies. But it will be a wrestle between that and Brothership, because fucking that game looks great. I really want to snap it, and I really will.
I really want to snap it.
But like yeah, man, it's gonna look great. I can't wait for all that stuff.
Just a suggestion: Superstar Saga is on the NSO if you want to get a head start on Mario and Luigi games.
Ooh, sounds like somebody's about to do RPG.
Yeah. Yep, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is on the NSO, so
I
you
also
can play
got
there.
all the 3DS games too.
I don't have Bowser's Inside Story. It's the only one I'm missing. The remake. I have the original.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. So they
I have the whole series except for that remake. That's the only one I'm missing.
Yeah, how many are there in the Mario?
It's the 6th game. If you don't count remakes, it's the 6th game. There's 2 remakes.
Damn.
There's Superstar Saga has a remake for 3DS, and Bowser's Inside Story has a remake.
Yeah, there's like a couple of them now just sitting on 3DS.
Yeah,
literally the only one missing was Partners in Time.
True that.
Partners in
Time. But the game is the only one left that had never been touched. That's what I wanted out of a remake if we were going to do another Mario and Luigi. But we got a new game. That's best case scenario. So
yeah.
That's but yeah, those are my 3 for sure. Mark, what was your top 3 at the Direct?
Let's say in no particular order, probably Dragon Quest.
Nice.
That's fair, yeah.
The Hiro Mashima directed game, or the art style for that game
actually.
I am intrigued by it. I'm curious.
Yeah?
I'm just curious about it.
Yeah.
And probably Metroid.
Nice. Well, the thing is, like, Farmagia looks cool, and I would have been so down to get a day 1, dog, if it wasn't for the fact that it comes out the week before Mario and Luigi and 2 weeks before Dragon Quest 3. So it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Brother.
And it's a week after Super Mario Party. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, people we talk about like October and their wallets. No, November in your wallet.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
That's gonna be crazy.
Those two.
Yeah, I give
crazy.
A 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me. For me, this Direct, like, and I've said this a couple times with other people, but this Direct felt like it was for me. And like, I don't even mean like the quality of the games they showed. Here's the thing. The reason it pushes it to a 9 out of 10 for me is I fully expected this to be nothing but remakes, remasters, ports.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean Nintendo first party wise, because we did get some remakes and remasters here and there, like Dragon Quest, Ace Attorney, you know what I mean? Marvel is a port. So like, yeah. So like, I fully expected nothing but remakes, remasters, ports. Traditionally, that's what you get at the end of a Nintendo console. We got new games. They are still making brand new. A new mainline Zelda is still coming out for this damn thing. I could not believe that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, and a Mario and Luigi like new game. Like dude, are we serious right now?
You want to switch, don't you?
So yeah, you got me. I'm excited.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I was
They showed off Justin's 4th Switch.
No.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
No, hold on. To clarify, I have 4 Switches. Second of all, I'm not getting a 5th one.
Oh, Switch number 5, my bad.
Oh, brother, no.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I'll make a video about it and let someone else own it. Aniyah.
No.
Aniyah,
Would you
no?
come my way?
I don't have OLED.
Oh, you just have your OG Switch, but I mean, it's still better than a light.
Was it? Wait,
Damn.
Was it? Wait, was it
Was
a
it gold colored?
It's a light. It's a Switch Lite.
It's a Switch Lite. Yeah.
Oh, it was a light.
Yeah, it's not even a regular
bling
Switch.
bling boy ass light.
Yeah, you
The
can't even
bling.
put it on the dock. There's no dock for it.
Yeah, you have to.
It's not TV compatible.
Oh, homie.
So it is like it's just portable.
Nah, that's nuts, buddy.
Nuts, buddy.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, what would you give this ranking? Quick. We can still have the limited run show real quick to go through.
I was gonna say I'm kind of teetering between like an 8 and a 9 for this presentation.
Okay.
There's a couple of them that I just was not interested in whatsoever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's a lot of good ones.
Aniyah?
I think I'd probably give it an 8 because everything looked great, but a lot of it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
Yep, 7, 8.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, what'd you give it?
7, 8.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
a lot of it was for
Okay.
me. That's why I give it a 9. But I'm also basically like giving it a 9 based on first party and some third party. I fully admit that a lot of the third party stuff they showed was not for me.
Yeah.
It looked good, but that's a good. That's some substance right there.
I know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's the good. I like, even though a lot of it's not for me, I could appreciate that the ones who it's for are like, yo, they foaming at the mouth.
Yep. Darkest Dungeon fans are eating. You know what I mean? Like, not for me, but hey.
I want y'all fed. Eat at your table. I'll be over here. But other than that, it's
Yeah.
still good to hear.
But that was not the only showcase this week.
Yes.
Yeah, what the hell? Whoa, hold on. I don't know what
We
you're talking
got
about.
Limited Run did their yearly E3 show. They still call it that. It's really funny.
I didn't see it.
They did it. But so I'm gonna run through these for the most part. I
Sure.
will only bring up ones that are very interesting because some of these are new announcements, and I do want to bring those up a little bit. But a lot of this is just physical copies that are happening. So from the top, in order of how they announced it, Star Wars Dark Forces Remaster is actually getting a physical copy through Limited Run for every console, Series X, PS5, and Switch. This is the Night Dive developed remaster. And if you know Night Dive Studios, their first-person shooter remasters are goated. So this has been locked away on PC for years. We got a PS1 port of this game that has never been, like, it's compromised in every way possible. If you like Doom, you'll like this game. This is Star Wars, but this is Doom with Star Wars. Is basically
Pretty much,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Can't wait for this.
Uh-oh.
This is actually up for pre-order right now.
Today?
Today?
Oh, shit.
Not
The next-
tomorrow.
next
Today.
Next on this list, Valis, the Phantasm Soldier Collection number 3, baby.
I didn't know there were going to be more. Didn't know there were more.
So this would be the end because this is every single other version of the Valis series that exists, disregarding the hentai game.
What are you talking about?
Can we go more in depth on that?
Then it's not complete. It's not complete.
No, we won't. We won't go into depth.
No. You can't just skip over that.
I'll tell you after the podcast, Mark. But this is the rest of the versions of the games that exist. So like Valis Collection 1 had 1, 2, 3, and then Valis 2 had 4. But those were the PC CD Engine version games or TurboGrafx CD for America.
Aye.
But these are the rest of the versions that exist. So Valis 1 NES version or Famicom version, Valis 3 Super or Sega Genesis version, Super Valis 4, which is the Super Nintendo version. So we're getting different versions of these games. That's what this collection is. In my opinion, this is the weakest of the 3 collections, but it's cool if you're a really big Valis fan. I'm gonna get it. I have the other 2 versions or collections. So summer 2024 is when they're gonna do the collection.
Okay.
Next was a Dreamcast game that got a remake on PSVR 2.
Crazy.
This is a
sorry.
Japanese Dreamcast game. C Smash VRS New Dimension. It's a tennis game for PlayStation VR.
Go on.
Very weird. Very weird. PlayStation is getting that physical copy. 2024.
Oh.
Huh.
Have you ever wanted to feel like Serena Williams?
In space.
In space.
In space.
I want to clarify.
Next on this is a total Aniyah game, and I'm really excited for him to try this. This actually got a physical copy through limited run for PlayStation back in the day. This is the Switch version, finally getting one. Adult Swim Games used to own this. Rain World. What a fantastic looking game, dude.
Oh, Rain World.
Rain World.
Rain World is getting a physical copy through limited run for the Switch this year. Can't wait.
Isn't that a little white ferret looking thing, right?
Yeah, the game looks sick, dude. Pixel art looks great.
Yeah, I'm off of that. Huh?
Okay.
All right, this next one came out of left field. This is a new announcement. This is going to be running on Limited Run's Carbon engine, and this is Fighting Force Collection. This is a collection of the two PS1 original games, Fighting Force 1 and Fighting Force 2. Coming to Switch, PS5, PS4, and Steam. No Xbox version. Okay. Weird. The only thing I know mostly about this series is that the first game was actually going to be Streets of Rage 4. Back in the day. They're 3D beat 'em ups. For Aniyah, think the 3D beat 'em up TMNT games.
Never heard of them, but I want it.
All right.
I'm going for it. That sounds great.
Yeah. So that was cool. Next game on the list is Renane. It's a 2D platformer, Metroidvania style game with some pixel art. Looks really cute. It's for the Switch. It'll be coming out 2024 this year, fall 2024.
Got you.
Physical copy through limited run.
That sounds fun.
Next on the list was kind of a weird win because it's a game that already has a physical copy on the Switch. But there's a catch. They announced Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, is getting a new Switch physical copy in 2024.
Huh?
I want to make sure I heard that right. What?
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus from Bethesda and Xbox, is getting a Switch physical copy, but it already has one. Here's the difference. The limited run version is going to be complete on cart.
Oh, okay.
The version that came out for retail is a cartridge, but it requires a big download and it's not complete on cart.
What the hell?
So you will be getting a complete on cart campaign version of this game.
All right.
Sure.
So pretty cool. To be honest, I don't know if I want this. As much as I love Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, I kind of have it on Xbox already. So like, you know.
Not for you, I see.
Yeah, next on the list is the confirmation that we are getting it in the West. Justin, you will be very excited for this. This is Cosmic Fantasy Collection 2.
Oh, the second one, right? Okay.
This is these three games have never been released in America. It's Cosmic Fantasy Collection 3, Cosmic Fantasy Collection 4 Part 1, and 4 Part 2.
Okay.
So never been released in the West, getting an American physical copy.
All right.
So pretty cool. Next on the list is G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra. This is a beat 'em up in the style of TMNT.
Interesting.
Oh, bro. Dude, you got it. I'm pre-order it right now.
Pre-orders go up next year, 2025.
Next year.
I'm gonna lose it. All right, but
but it looks cool. It looks sick. It looks really sick. G.I. Joe beat 'em up is kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wait, hold on. Was that game ever announced before?
It was for Steam. Only Steam.
Okay, yeah. I thought I was high.
So this is also getting the confirmation for consoles.
Okay, cool. Got you.
Yeah. Next on the list, Assault Suit Leonos 2. This is a Saturn game that's getting an American physical copy for the first time.
Yes.
Coming to PS5, PS4, and Switch. 2024 pre-orders will go up. I'm not like the biggest fan of this series. The first one is on NSO if you'd like to play it on the Genesis app. It's actually under the name Target Earth.
Oh.
So if you want to try it out, by all means.
Target Earthquake.
The next one came out of left field. I was not. These next two are big for me, but left field. Ready? Snow Bros Wonderland is a sequel to the Snow Bros arcade game, but it is a 3D platformer. And I was like, what? What the hell is this?
Wait, what's it called again?
Snow Bros Wonderland is a sequel to the Snow Bros game in arcades.
What?
This is coming out for PlayStation and Switch. It is getting a physical copy through Limited Run 2024.
Interesting.
Fucking what?
I do like 3D platformers, but this is a new one.
It's an interesting little game, yeah.
Jesus.
Next though, I almost lost it. I was like, no way, dude. They're gonna do an official sequel to Gimmick.
Oh yeah. I still need to get the first one then.
Couldn't believe that. Gimmick is a game that only released in Japan and the Netherlands. Don't know why. Don't ask. It's considered one of the best NES Famicom games of all time. It's like visually one of the most stunning games on that platform. They released the first one on Switch recently.
Yeah.
And it was really fun to play through. I beat it, 100%ed it. This is a brand new official sequel with 2D art style. I'm in.
I'm up for giving it a look.
They didn't show gameplay. They just announced it. Okay. So 2024. So it's happening this year. Next on the list is a big one for a lot of us, and I'm glad this is getting a physical copy. I was kind of upset it didn't get one to begin with, but Penny's Big Breakaway is getting a physical copy through Limited Run.
Oh,
this is the 3D platformer developed by the Sonic Mania team.
Okay.
So.
No, I'm actually hyped for that. What the hell? I never heard of this.
No, I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Shut up.
I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Guys. My mental faculties are declining every day. I have to.
Mental faculties are declining every day.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, even like the G.I. Joe thing was like, wow, that shit sounds familiar. I thought I was kind of losing it. This game, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
No. Maybe I have been around it.
Next on the list was a really big one. I'm talking like, holy crap. They're going to be the ones that do it. That's crazy. And that is Ubisoft's absolute classic Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition.
That's true. Yeah.
Still waiting on number 2.
We're still waiting on number 2, though. But
yeah,
we do get a remaster.
Let me actually let me explain to you what this has. This is Beyond Good and Evil.
Okay.
Originally released on the Xbox, GameCube, and PS2. This 20th Anniversary Edition includes artwork, in-game soundtracks, whatever, and new side quests that will connect to Beyond Good and Evil 2.
What the?
I cannot fathom to you how crazy this is. This will be released on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, and it is getting a physical copy through Limited Run.
Crazy.
You're gonna buy it or what?
You gonna act up?
Have you never played Beyond Good and Evil? It's from the creator of Rayman, and it's a Zelda style game. It's a 3D Zelda style game.
Uh-oh.
I do remember that like the history about that when it got announced all those years ago, and I didn't know anything about it, honestly.
You got to play it. You will absolutely love it. It actually comes out digitally on Tuesday.
Tuesday. On Tuesday.
I gotta
play it.
But like I'll be down to I gotta get it. Like, I mean, what is it? Fucking GameCube, right? Is that what it is?
GameCube, PS2, Xbox.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I
played it on GameCube, so
I gotta get on it. Because good Lord, how many years?
20th anniversary, so yeah, it's been 20 years.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next on the list is 2 licensed beat 'em ups. We got Jay and Silent Bob Chronic Blunt Punch.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Tight.
Say less.
Say less, dog. Indie developed Jay and Silent Bob game, a sequel to their arcade, like NES style one. Hell yeah, I'm in. Dumb as it might be, I'm in.
Dude.
And Toxic Crusaders is getting a physical copy through Limited Run. This is actually based on a cartoon series in the 80s or 90s. I could be wrong. Toxic Crusaders, which is also based on these movies, The Toxic Avenger, by Troma, if you've ever heard of them.
Hmm.
AKA the movie that made James Gunn want to make movies.
Dog, what the hell? This all you're saying words I don't know. James Gunn, never heard of him. Like, what is it? What is
Shut up, dude.
I didn't know this.
Well, anyways, next one, Hitman Blood Money Reprisal. The Switch version is getting a physical copy.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Not for me, really. Like, I like Hitman, but like, if I'm gonna play Hitman Blood Money, I'll just play it on like the PS2.
On the fatter console. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go.
This one was big. I could not believe they're gonna bring this back with Carbon Engine. Fear Effect is coming to modern platforms in its original PS1 version next year for PlayStation and Switch. Have you guys heard of Fear Effect?
No.
It's this really cool. You got to look it up. It's this really cool PS1 game. That's got a really cool art style. It's got like a very like Saturday morning cartoon art style, but it's like rated M as hell. Like it's very actiony. Really cool looking game. The controls are kind of weird. I hope they fix them, but
yes.
Yep. Looks great.
All we can do is hope.
Comes out next year for for the modern platforms. Here's a big one. Here's a really big one. Summer 2024, we will be able to pre-order a physical copy of Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, baby.
Oh my!
Speaking of James Gunn stuff, a real James Gunn game. It was originally co-developed by Suda51 of No More Heroes fame, and James Gunn wrote the game.
Which is like, what the fuck?
It is a cult classic action game for PS3 and 360 that is getting a remake for PS5, Series X, and Switch. And yes, this one is getting an Xbox physical copy as well.
Hey yo.
I'm in. Lollipop Chainsaw is really good.
I never played it.
Good game.
I'll give it a
Really
shot. Hell
good.
yeah.
Next on the list was an update to a game they announced last year, but it is coming out next year. This is Double Shake. Aniyah, look into this game. You might like it a lot.
I was like, what'd you call me?
It's called Double Shake. It's actually based on games like Klonoa and Mischief Makers. It's got a 2.5D look. It looks really cool, very indie. I'm really into it. 2.5D platformer. I'm super into that kind of game.
Double Shake.
Yep. Switch.
There's a lot of memes
next year.
There's a lot of memes to expect from this, but all right.
The next game on the list was another announcement that was made last year. It's called Ghosts. It's an FMV game. If you know what those are, it's like real actors. It's you just kind of do decision making. For PS5, comes out next year. Not my kind of thing, but all right, you know, it was a game. They did do a new trailer for Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. This game actually already went up for pre-order a while back. So I have a pre-order of this game. It's a 2D game built for the NES, like actual NES hardware, based on the Rugrats like license, and it looks really cool.
All right.
Comes out for every console though. Next on the list, everyone's favorite Gecko's back, baby. It's tail time.
This fucking guy,
baby.
Did fucking Gecko do it again?
Huh? It's tail time. You know what I mean? Yeah. He is the original PS1 trilogy is coming to modern platforms. It is Gex 1, Gex Enter the Gecko, and Gex 3. I forgot what the third one's called. Katrina, don't hate me. She loves the series, by the way.
Hold
on. I don't want to get this wrong. Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko. There we go.
Deep Cover Gecko.
I closed the page. 1 minute.
Ooh.
I got it right in front of me. All right. Yeah, Deep Cover Gecko. It's all three of the PS1 versions. So you're getting the FMV cutscenes, and they're fun 3D platformers. They're actually not bad. The first one's a 2D game, but the other two are 3D platformers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Next on the list was a reconfirmation that Shantae Advance Risky Revolution is coming to modern platforms in 2025.
Okay.
Oh, word.
This is the lost Shantae game. And I mean, like, this was supposed to be a Game Boy Advance game, but they canceled development on it back in the day. and this is finally getting finished.
That's weird.
So this is the official Shantae 2.
Okay. Like stopping production. Ugh.
Yep. Next on the list is a really good one for me. This is Ninja 5-0. This is a Konami game for the Game Boy Advance that goes for like a ridiculous amount of money if you want a real cartridge of this game.
Oh, okay.
So getting it on the PS4, PS5, and Switch in its original pure like form.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. That's what I live for.
Ninja 5-0. Are you playing as cops?
Yeah, you're a ninja that's a cop.
Oh, good lord! I was like, don't hear 5-0 often unless we're talking about someone being 50. But yeah, okay, 5-0.
Yeah.
Good.
Next on the list is a game we already know. It's actually up for pre-order right now, and it'll end next week. This is Clock Tower Rewind, the father of some of the best survival horror games. This is a Super Famicom game that's never been brought over to the West in English. WayForward is handling it, so they got new animated WayForward cutscenes, new theme songs. It is the original game, just translated in English. And if you like survival horror, you're gonna love this game.
Nice.
Almost done. We got 3 more announcements left. A reconfirmation that Tomba 1 is coming out in August 1st for PlayStation and Switch. Tomba is a PlayStation classic, in my opinion. Another very expensive game to get, but it's a 2.5D game with some people who made Mega Man on that team.
Sick.
What?
Very good game. Very good art style. 2.5D platformer. The digital version's August 1st. The physical copy goes up for pre-order July 19th. But in addition to that, the creator of Tomba was here and announced that Tomba 2 is getting the same treatment next year.
Ooh.
So we are going to get both the Tomba games on modern platforms. Guys, this is big. Tomba 2 is even more expensive than Tomba 1. So I'm really glad to see that they're coming to modern platforms. Those are some great 2D platformers.
All right. Time to check out Tomba, because I don't know what that is.
It's great. You're going to love it. And we got to the last announcement, ladies and gentlemen. The big one. The big one more thing. And I couldn't
lie to me, sir.
Couldn't believe it with my eyes. No, this is that they announced it as the big one more thing, and I couldn't believe my eyes, guys. I couldn't believe it because I can't fucking stand that fucking Bubsy.
Oh, the Bubsy announcement. Oh,
they ended the show with this, Aniyah.
You know what? I think I don't know how I feel about Limited Run anymore. I don't know if they're like the people I want to give my support to. I don't know if it's like something I want to continue to give a lot of credence to.
Let me explain to you the context of this release, because there is some things that have come out after, all right? Okay. Because why would you end the show with what is considered one of the worst series in gaming history, all right? This is Bubsy in the perfect collection. Yeah, I said it with purr because that's how it's spelled. Have you ever heard of the Bubsy series? Anybody y'all heard of Bubsy?
I've heard of it.
He's a bobcat. He makes really shitty puns. What could possibly go wrong?
Nah,
am I right, fellow gamers?
You know what, bruh, like, because I want to put it in context for.
Wait, like, no, there's more though. Hold on, there's more. Let me be clear. I'm trolling when I'm really mad at this. I don't like Bubsy. I can't stand this series. I remember a friend of mine bought me the recent Bubsy game on PS4 just to troll me. Oh, brother, I played through it like an idiot, and I beat it. I mean, if I must say it's the best Bubsy game in the series, but that's a low bar to set. You know what I mean?
Okay.
These were platformers that try to compete with Sonic. You know, anthropomorphic animal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yep. Yep.
The soundtrack's like whatever. It's not that worst thing in the world, but they're Sega Genesis games, and this is a collection that is going to include every Bubsy game from those retro consoles, including the nefarious PS1 3D platformer Bubsy 3D. Please, have you seen this game?
Oh my fucking god, dude! This
game actually released before Mario 64, so it is considered one of the first 3D platformers. But holy shit, is it not good? It's awful. It's awful. But this collection is being treated like plumbers don't wear ties.
Oh,
it's definitely one of those.
So in context, yes, these are some terrible games. But it's going to have documentaries on like the creators of these games, what happened, it's going to have the actual like historical facts behind these games. It's going to have artwork, it's going to have museums, it's going to have all these cool things that go into retro collections. So they're treating it like plumbers don't wear ties, in the sense that I might get this.
No, you will.
For the historical sake of bad games, because I agree with limited run games sometimes. Bad games should also be preserved to show you what a bad game is and show you why it's a bad game, not because it's good. You know what I mean?
Oh, you gotta treat it like? You gotta treat. I heard this from Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh boy.
A failed attempt is still a good thing. It's still useful because you'll know what not to do.
Exactly. And
I'm paraphrasing.
We played through Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. All right, all you, me, us three, like other than Mark, played through that game together. And what a game! I don't know if I could call it a video game, but it was something.
And Mark, you missed out on the titties. Tough luck, buddy.
Whoa! Damn. Yeah, that's right.
He said pain.
I was like, bro.
It's a game. But I love the idea that there's documentaries in there. There's people explaining the pop culture reference of it. You know what I mean? Like, I love this idea of preserving these bad games for a reason of showing you what a bad game is. All right? Because they're not selling it to you like, hey, Bubsy, goated. That's not what this is. They're showing you what bad games are, but they're documentary. Like, they're giving you legitimate historical facts about it. So for someone who loves video game history, I think this is a purchase for me. But I'm not happy about it. I'm not gonna play through them all the way. I hate Bubsy.
No, I almost forgot.
You will.
Hold on. Now that you guys are talking about that, to kind of add on, did we bring it up? We brought it up in the other podcast for when we went to SoCal Gaming Expo. The part where we went to that guy who had the exhibit, like the shit we weren't able to touch.
Oh yeah, the Nintendo Power stuff.
Yeah. Like to add on to like gaming history as a focal point, bro. Seeing that in person, knowing that if you were to get like the perfect collection, if you get that from Limited Run, and then if there's any kind of support that goes to giving us like a guide or like a history or whatever of video games and shit, like why not? Good or bad, it's not a horrible thing to do.
Well, that's how you got to look at it. You can't look at it as this is just a collection of bad games, because realistically, that's what it is. But it's a historical period of gaming where this is what bad games were. You know what I mean?
You know, also, what is it? That
same thing it's meme worthy for sure. Bubsy's a meme, but
yeah. But I mean, like, what is it for? Even the same thing with what was it? ET for the Atari?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a crazy event. But it's like I gotta know, how bad was it? You know?
Yeah. So,
how bad?
And I mean, hey, at least the Bubsy games are a little bit more playable than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. So,
yeah, it's a visual novel.
Yeah. So
yeah, no.
I am not. I wouldn't say I'm excited for this release, but I am curious as to what they're gonna add in there as like a historical purpose.
I do want to see the documentary.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I will say they didn't show this at the show, but they teased one more announcement after the show, and that they're going to do a collaboration with Suda51 in a new game. And to be fair, the only game I can think of, because they already announced this happening, is Shadow of the Damned Hella Remastered Edition. If you like No More Heroes, you'll like Shadow of the Damned. There's a whole level. I think when you were watching my stream, Justin, there's a whole level in Travis Strikes Again that's based on Shadow of the Damned.
Hey, yo.
It's that spooky level towards the end of the game.
Okay.
It's literally based on that game. It's not a horror game. It's the gun's called The Big Boner, so take that as you will.
Yo, sounds like a game somebody should be buying, but not me. But
lock in everybody.
It's a really good game. It's a really good third-person action game.
Owner.
But okay, that's all I got. I think that was it for the week.
Gotcha.
A lot of cover. I know it was a longer podcast. But
yeah.
I would give the limited run show a solid 7 out of 10.
I saw a little bit of it. It was like, I'd probably give it. Yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Not the hypest of years for me when it comes to them. You know, there was definitely better years where like Castlevania, you know what I mean? Like, but I would say there's some stuff that I'm gonna pick up for sure. And you know, ever since I stopped picking up every limited run release, I do feel a lot better about myself, like picking up only the ones I really want.
Sure.
And there and in that regard, yeah, there's some good ones. Star Wars Dark Forces, I'm there, baby. That's a goated game. I'll pick up Gex for Katrina. She loves the Gex games. You know, the Tomba games, I'm there, 100%. Fear Effect next year, hell yeah, let's go. The beat 'em ups, G.I. Joe looks crazy. Toxic Crusaders looks good. I like Jay and Silent Bob movies, so I will pick up Chronic Blunt Punch. Like, but like you know, like not everything's for me. Like I don't know if I want Hitman. You know,
ridiculous.
So.
Yeah, it is, man. You know, they do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I will say ending on Bubsy's a bold move, though.
Can't wait.
And it was the same trailer as the Gex one from last year, too. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
They used the same GoldenEye setup. And then it was Bubsy saying, were you expecting someone else? And I was like, I hate you.
Yeah, what a fucking troll, huh?
I hate you, Bubsy.
Ooh, dude.
But
what?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like things have been pretty decent.
I think that's everything, though. Now it's like for this week. And I think that kind of like closes in on like anything that we know of game wise announced for the month of June.
Well, this will be my last podcast until 2 weeks, so I won't be back until
like the 6th.
Wow.
July 6th.
I believe so, yeah. Maybe I might actually be gone that weekend too, so
it
might be 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. 2 weeks. It's gonna be like
I see what you mean.
Next 2 weekends I will not be on the podcast. I think I'll be on vacation, baby.
That's crazy because otherwise it'd be like the 13th, and then it's going to be Evo, and then I'll be gone on the 27th. So it's like and I as well. So
because what is it? The 13th? I'm going to a last minute Tekken tournament.
Oh, that's right. Ooh. Okay, 13 is going to be kind of rough.
Podcast might be a little rough during July, but
during the
yeah, because we're gonna be gone. We're gonna be gone. Big team.
We can always do a super show in August. It's all good.
A super show in August? Whoa! Oh God!
Covering everything in July. Come on. I don't think in this history is ever you've had a super show yet.
I don't think so. Except for maybe like 500, but you know.
Well, you know what I mean.
I see what you mean.
We need some meat production, that's for sure.
I think the term super show is like a long, like longer than what we're doing today.
Mm-hmm. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's like a 6-hour podcast is what it is.
Man, I'm sick of I'm sick of these terms because I don't know what it means anymore. What you described was like I thought a subathon, so I don't know. But like that's different because that's based off of the subs. But then Super Show makes me think of like those shows where people have like people calling in and they're wearing suit and ties and shit. That's what I was thinking of the level of production.
God damn it! All right,
that's funny.
That'd be crazy.
But other than that, is there anything else we got? Because like
this week, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I
think we went through everything.
Just playing games.
I've just been playing games too.
Oh, you know what I did do?
Oh, go ahead.
I did buy what's his face though. What is it? I bought the game that we saw from the Direct, or was it the Direct? Hold on, I forgot where we saw that. The
which one?
The Duck Detective.
Oh yeah, the Duck Detective stuff. Like whatever Phil was showing off last time we were over.
Yeah, it was. I got it off of Steam.
Oh, nice.
Was it because it's getting a physical or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think. But like, what is it? Because I want to play the game. It looks pretty. It looks funny. So I'm gonna buy it. But because it's a game I'm gonna be doing like a little review for. Because I didn't realize this game is kind of recent, isn't it? How recent?
It is pretty recent, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna. But then also like, was it looking for voice actor? Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. So yeah, no, definitely gonna play this game. It's part of what like the 6? How many I want to do? I'm still figuring out how I want to do like reviews of games still. But I just been playing the games that I'm making footage for right now.
Okay.
First of all, I've been enjoying it. Oh, I can't wait to talk about some of these games. But still,
Gotcha. I got actually an update over here as far as like the gaming stuff that I've been doing. Last night, I finally rolled credits on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I finally rolled those credits. Dude, it's been almost 3 months.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me anything. I have to get through it, but yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
What I will say, it's probably a game of the year. It's just like it's way too polished and way too good, and there's just a lot of like extra content. The new stuff, story wise, is kind of confusing, but once you like listen into some like context and like some things people are talking about, then it'll start to make sense.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I'm free.
Ooh, hell yeah.
I'm finally been freed from my shackles.
Motherfuckers have been free.
Other than that, is there anything else we got this week? I've just been playing NSO games, so it's not nothing crazy. Like Link to the Past.
Zero Missions.
I've been loving it. Yeah. I've just been loving the MVC fucking fan art. It's been pretty good.
Oh, you know, I
have been playing Fighting Collection. I'm literally playing it right now, actually.
Yeah. I did just got those downloads going for like Fighting Game Collection, but I also wanted to give a shout out to Elden Ring. Actually, its DLC came out this week,
and it has been doing very well.
10 out of 10 reviews across the board.
That's good.
Oh, I mean, unless you got the same old nonsense with From Software games, people are still mad that it's hard.
What?
That's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like
a dumb argument.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know this. Because to be honest, with all the because I love From Software games, but out of all the games I've played, the only one I've ever beaten was Sekiro. And I remember hearing people mention how tough that game was. I'm like, I guess, but like, how would you not know that unless you don't know From Software like Dark Souls at all, right?
And I guess there is a fair number of people who don't know that.
Yeah, but also even with that, because even Miyazaki mentioned that there were points where he met people in the middle. I heard that Rodon's fight got patched down, like he's not as difficult compared to like in the release.
I get that. It was just so cool to patch it down. It was just
but I was
cool
like,
for that.
Like, but you already got it, and then also, like the fact that there's so many moves that you can do real damage with compared to like people who want to do like challenging gameplay for Elden Ring. Like the accessibility that's the word. The accessibility for this game is crazy, and yet still people find a way to complain. And I'm like, you know what? This is one of the reasons I'm not gonna stand that. Most of the time, I want to give some, right? Because I still got to get like a better idea of how to like critique games, like just in case if I'm missing anything. Because most of the time I'm just like, hey, it's good. But aside from that, like if there's something that helps to benefit like actual fairness and like getting rid of actual bugs in games, then that's a different story. Oh my god, Rodon's hard. He's 5 times bigger than his horse. Real advantage over here. Yeah, fucking
put in work, bro.
Horse is getting sabotaged, but like still, but it is.
I gotta go. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah. Shall we wrap up?
I just want to make sure. Well, I you guys can still podcast. I just gotta go.
No,
bro. I mean. Well, I think we're pretty much good. We already talked about directs, blah, 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 shows, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, because I got to get ready to head out at some point, so I'm trying to just chill.
Gotcha.
I got to go back to Buena Park.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We'll go and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this one. It's been episode 509 of DangIT Prodcast. My name is Justin.
I'm Aniyah.
Mark.
And I'm Philip.
See you guys in the next one. #Bar